and welcome back to Life is Strange Before the Storm. We have a very special guest. I'm very excited. What? We have Zak Garriss, who is the writer for Before the Storm.
Hello.
Hi.
And we're going to play the first episode again, and you're going to tell us all the secrets.
I'm going to tell some of the secrets.
Oh, God damn it.
Fair enough. This fair. This is a massive treat for us, by the way, so thank you very
It's
much
a
for
treat
joining us.
me, everyone at Tech9, we love watching your Let's Plays.
Yay, that's so cool.
This, by the way, is the least wise thing she has ever done. This really made my skin
This really
crawl the
set
first
us
time I
off,
saw
didn't it? We were like, young lady, get off those tracks.
You're going to get hit by the leak train.
Also, she's smoking.
Yeah, I
There's
know.
Yeah, that's it.
This moment.
That poor driver's got to be scared witless.
She doesn't care.
Yeah. And what?
And the hop was quite cool, to be fair.
I don't know, she's trying pretty hard.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it's like, how else would you introduce this series but, with Try Hard Chloe, because it's so, like, indicative of where her headspace is at this point in time. Firewalk.
Is she wearing a Firewalk t-shirt?
No, she wouldn't be yet, because she gets one. Is she?
You don't wear a t-shirt of the band you're going to see.
Do you not?
I think she is.
I think she is, yeah. I never noticed that before.
It's like a massive faux pas, Aoife.
I've totally noticed that before. Have I? I don't know.
Well, you're meant to be giving us all the inside scoops.
We'll see. We'll see how many scoops I can give.
Yep.
I mean, again, just so
She's
dangerous.
So cool.
Fuck you, fence.
fence.
Holy shit.
I do like this environment very much.
It's really cool. There's a lot of stuff. I feel like, because I played it after we played it on camera for the first time. Because every time we play an episode on, like, it is the first time we've played it. We haven't, like, had a practice run or anything beforehand.
Cool.
And so, like, when I did it after that, I looked at all the license plates and I was like, yes, nice.
Bonnie and Clyde.
Yeah. Oh, there was a, what was it? I think it was like Mal Reynolds one or something. And I was like, Spartacus.
Big fan.
But there's also like a lot of clues for later on. Like this ticket stub, I think.
I owed somebody $1,000.
Which is like,
yeah.
Damon, Merrick, see?
Those guys need to get a room.
Pointing.
So angry.
Ooh.
Damn.
Mind your own business.
Oh, that actually is Damon Merrick. We know now.
Yeah.
I didn't notice that
course.
before. Yeah.
We put him right out there.
Oh man. That's really interesting. I know this RV.
This RV's just begging for a little screw.
Yeah.
If I do
Chloe,
it
pick
here,
your battles, mate.
Well, come on. What's Frank gonna do?
Yeah.
He'll pretend to do something.
What do you guys think of graffiti?
Yeah, I really like the graffiti. I think it's like, it's totally Chloe in the way that the photography was totally Max. Not a meth lab. I mean, it has to be because Breaking Bad is the license plate on this. But it's like, it's also just equally as Moorish, I guess, to collect, like as the photography. And I like the fact that it's word clues rather than the visual clues that the photography was.
Yeah. It's kind of an interesting insight, I guess, into how their minds work.
Yeah. Oh, I see, look, it's all kennels. There's all sorts of clues around here for the...
It's one of my least favorite sub-threads of the story.
Yeah.
And I'm one of the writers.
Like, we gotta put some dog murder in there, you guys. Bloodsport.
Taste
Iron Punk.
I've got to figure out.
I love this guy. I feel bad for this guy.
Just go yell at him. He doesn't deserve it.
You gotta let me in. Check it. I'm totally legit.
Check it.
She is very legit.
That's totally what a legit person would say.
Absolutely.
But you're in over your head here. Do yourself a favor and scram.
Scram.
She's like, hell no.
I love her sneakers.
Yeah, actually, all of the shoes in this are like, like even with the last one, I was like, I want to know who designs the outfits because they got a good eye. Max's trainers are really nice too. In the outfits. Oh no.
Keep walking, kid.
Time far, some back chat.
Yeah, do it.
God, again? What do you want, kid?
We're gonna
Should
have
we
to
say?
let
gonna
me
jump right
inside.
in?
No.
Do it.
Yeah.
Oh.
I have to convince this door snob that I'm not.
I love the
that.
look back.
Yeah.
Summoning her energy.
Don't you remember what it's like to be a teenager? I just want to see the band.
We're kind of asking the player to remember this too.
Yeah.
It's a big part of episode 1.
Very, very true.
Please remember.
Bedtime. No bedtime or your bedtime?
I think we went no bedtime last
Did
time.
we?
So
Okay.
that's our
True.
real
Don't
bedtime.
sleep.
Yeah.
It's for the
It's for the week.
Real cute. But I still don't know you.
Cute as relative?
Sure.
Yeah.
kittens
Oh.
riding
Uh-oh.
tiny mopeds.
It's great. It's great. Perfect.
Yeah, for that line, Red Sonja riding a Panzer tank. I'm sorry, we have to.
Okay, kid.
So tough.
She's the toughest.
She's like the tiniest
Sort of.
little thing.
Maybe I am a kid. Because this place looks like a damn playground to me.
A girl like you? I can't protect you.
Excuse me.
Yeah.
I mean, you have to. I'm like, oh.
Pretty flowers on her bicycle. Should lecture
Oh, I love this.
Samoan.
And we gotta laugh.
Yeah.
Look, my boss
He's right
decides
over
who
there.
gets in, all right?
Who's this? Oh, okay. Yeah.
Who's your boss? Or bosses?
Is your boss your mom? Follow her.
She's so
It's one of
savage.
my favorite lines.
You're not accepting no for an answer, are you?
Nope.
Nope.
Browbeating the poor guy.
You really think?
He's just trying to do his job.
What if I had a knife?
No problem.
A gun?
Don't care.
Don't care.
What if I had...
You could have a flamethrower.
This is an awesome line.
And a motherfucking dragon on a leash in there.
I don't know. I haven't seen fan art about that yet.
Oh my god.
I feel like
That's
this
a
is an open
challenge
invitation.
right there.
Yeah, get on it, someone.
Some amazing fan artists in the community.
They're so incredible.
Yeah.
Like the Reddit is just like overflowing with really cool like concepts. Just like one little line is all some people need to just completely come up with something amazing.
It's nice to have seen the Reddit come alive again after it was just like loads of posts being
This
like, I am
is
sad that Life is Strange season 1 is over.
Yeah, right.
Delia. You don't call a dog like that, Delia.
But it must be amazing as well to see how much the Reddit has like taken to Before the Storm as well. Like how much like they've really embraced it. Like it's really incredible.
So I'll share something that we haven't shared.
Yeah.
There used to be a thread in episode 1 where that dog dies.
Just
Yeah,
follow
that's
the
how
lights and the
horrible
sound.
we weren't.
Can't
We
wait.
ended up finishing the story.
Was it to sort of tie into the idea of this is where the dog fights would kind of take place?
We had a slightly different thread there that we ended up shifting. I think in a good way.
Yeah.
But I named her Delia because there's a murder ballad I think Johnny Cash wrote about a woman who died,
Oh
a
my
young girl who died
God.
in Delia.
That's
So
excellent.
cool.
But the name remained.
Superb.
I'm glad. Like Johnny would have definitely cried had you killed the dog.
Yeah.
I don't want
definitely.
people to cry for that
Yeah,
reason.
crying once in episode 1 was enough for me. Well, actually, I cried twice, but crying a third time
Yeah,
is
3 times
right
is
out.
too many
No,
times.
I refuse.
Oh, I mean, it's just like it's so affecting. All you have to do is like throw a dog in peril, and
Sober up,
you know
girl.
it's
You're missing the
always
show.
too much like for people. Yeah.
Yeesh.
Should we steal the T-shirt?
Absolutely.
He's fully on board with theft.
$20? That's robbery. And don't call me baby.
Fine,
Tell him.
20 bucks,
Yeah.
thief.
That guy's a dick.
Guy is a
I wanna
dick.
That guy is a
I'm
dick.
going to need to
He
get
deserves to have things stolen from him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, it's his fault for leaving the car door open, really.
Yeah.
Sorry,
For having a stupid goatee.
Yeah.
you shouldn't overcharge.
It's more the goatee paired with nothing on top.
The sort of business-like shirt underneath the t-shirt.
The collar shirt under his,
Yeah.
under his merch. He's,
He's rapping.
yeah.
Thanks for playing.
Dick.
Love that.
So good.
Yeah, Richard.
Loxley.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Sweet, sweet.
Sweet, sweet victory. All right, first big decision.
What did you guys do with your
$200.
playthrough? Your
We
last?
took it. We took
We
the
took
money.
it and we slipped it in Joyce's purse.
Okay.
Yeah. What do you
I mean, I don't want to, tell you what's
feel
right or wrong.
perhaps we should
Not
just-
that stealing money is right.
Yeah.
No, that's true.
You didn't.
No, carry on.
Did you talk to Frank after stealing the money
Yes.
last time?
Yes, but
And
we
you
didn't.
chose not to buy weed.
We didn't buy weed. No.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I didn't come here to steal a little. So I'm just
Okay,
saying,
yeah.
let's go the whole hog.
Yeah. That's that trucker guy from the first one. The first series.
Oh,
Shit.
the one who's in the
Wow.
two whales.
Yeah, the guy that's like...
I'm gonna deliver this
Yeah, that
breakfast to
guy.
my stomach.
No. The guy that stands out the front and he's like, you know nothing about trucks. Some dumb slut trying to run away from town or something. He's just really ornery.
Oh.
Well, I'm glad the car ran into his truck.
Yeah, screw that guy. He's horrid. Okay. And then...
Skeevy
TV
guys.
guys.
How do you think we want you to feel about them?
That
Since we named them Skeevy guys.
Yeah, I'm assuming not great.
we're not meant to take a shine to them, I don't think.
I was like, at this point, I think during our first playthrough, I was kind of
You're like,
finding it was hard to stay positive about Chloe.
Like Chloe, for God's sake.
Please.
Well, there's a certain point where you were waking up in a bedroom, or you were getting out of David's car. I don't remember which. Where you were like, "Oh, these guys they know what they're doing. This is okay."
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a horrible thing to write on the buzzsaw.
It is.
On the
Yeah.
saw blade. Yeah. But yeah, man, I didn't see that guy the first time around.
This is from the same the doc when they let people off, which comes back into play later as well. See how it all plays
I
in.
do remember that.
That's totally
Like looking forward to being passed out. Yep. Goals.
All right. Let's- Come on.
Here we go.
Is that Rachel tucked away just there?
I think it was. Yeah.
Good eye.
Whoa.
See, tank tops. How does that tell
Yeah,
us?
that looks really familiar. To me.
No, it's me.
I bet he got fresh ink. Fucking this
He's
show.
just like, no,
Yeah.
you know what, guys, I can't.
I'm
All the
gonna
way to
get my
my
pamphlet out.
iPad.
Should we blow him off or apologize?
I mean, he's
He's so gross.
He is so gross.
So gross. There's a little
his
holder coat
henchman.
mate just being like,
Yeah.
blow him off. Fuck him.
yeah.
Fuck him.
Yes.
So we really like to put really small differences in
Yeah.
if we can. So because you blew him off, he blows smoke directly into your face. If you apologize,
so rude.
he's polite enough to blow it away.
All right.
Screw you.
Mosh pit is a no-go.
Okay.
Fine.
No. I'll click a Frank.
Maybe I can get a better.
Frank looks really sad on his black couch.
I know.
So
Frank's
bad.
really. Do you know what the amazing thing is? So we've gone back and we're playing Series 1 again, and it really is amazing how much these last two episodes have made our replay of the original series different.
Yeah, right.
We really do react differently, even to Max. Like, I find my opinions have totally changed
Yeah.
on some people.
I
Frank's
don't-
one of
I
them.
think that's so interesting.
It's really interesting because, you know, like I remember when this was announced and everyone was like, oh, well, why? You know, like this is why, because it really changes your perception on the series as a whole.
Yeah.
Yeah, I absolutely love Frank now, and to be honest, I'm finding Max a little bit a little difficult to deal with in our second
Really?
playthrough. Yeah.
Because we know the full extent to like, I mean, I think we're fully on Chloe's side now. Like we've really taken a hard turn into like just being, she's our girl now, Max can really,
Wow.
yeah.
That's
But it's also, I think, partly because Chloe goes through Before the Storm just constantly ploughing ahead, whereas Max can always rewind and change things. She seems manipulative. Like we just got to the bit where
Yeah.
we're talking to, who is it? Is it Courtney? Whose mum's sick?
Courtney, yeah.
We went back in time. Like, oh, I heard your mum's sick. Sorry about it. And then she was
Yeah.
like, "What a good thing I've done." It's like that's
Yeah.
just.
Whereas
Yeah.
Chloe, I mean, she's not always I guess she isn't always honest. I mean, she puts on a front, but she is honest in a way that she more or less says how she feels.
Yeah, she's really transparent.
Yeah.
I think.
I was supposed to know.
Now, are we going to try and buy some weed off Frank or not?
I think we should.
Yeah.
Okay.
I always
so
defer to
rolling.
Aoife on these ones because I'm so straight-laced. It's like, oh no, narcotics,
Couldn't
please,
possibly.
no, not to me.
Ah, just so happens.
Yeah, well.
Surprise you all, mate.
Yeah.
Toss in a dime bag and we'll call it square.
Hey! What are you what kind of money here for? You really don't think before you act, do you?
Nope. So
I love her
And
unapologetic.
there's no nope.
Nope, yeah.
Definitely not.
Where's my pot?
More loans.
Yeah, one thing I'm curious about is how playing Before the Storm might affect people's final decision on this one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They achieved something extraordinary with a split without.
Yes. And you know what? I feel like even now I'm like, because I felt canonically, there's one thing that you should really do. Because it's like, you know, in every episode she was destined to. It's clear fate is trying to correct the course of
Yeah.
how events are supposed to go. But now I'm like, I feel more attached to her. So it's like,
Yeah. I'm not honestly not sure when we reach the end of season 1 which way it's going to go. Like before, like it was pretty easy for me to choose to save Arcadia Bay.
yeah.
And I'm honestly not sure now.
No,
like,
I know.
That's awesome.
But you could also say that,
I'm
like,
so happy to.
but you could also say that, I know it's so heartbreaking. Like every time Rachel Amber comes up now in the conversation and stuff, I'm like,
Yeah.
because I think that I've actually changed alliances with my shipping as well. I think I'm totally Amber Price, whereas before I was
Wow.
like,
It was Pricefield
yeah.
all the way.
Oh, Pricefield
I
all the
mean,
way.
we're
But now
still-
I'm like,
Wow.
We're still really anti-Warren. I
Oh,
just want to make that very
absolutely.
clear.
That's non-negotiable. I don't think there's any room where Warren wins.
I was so happy when we found the email from Warren to Elliot. 'Cause I was like, you guys know what you're doing.
You're
You
in
know
cahoots."
exactly what you're doing.
That's it. That's a bit safer.
Yeah. I like the moments that like allow Chloe to enjoy herself as well.
yeah.
You're like, yeah, you deserve it.
Yeah, she does deserve it.
Pretty cool place for a gig as well.
Yeah.
Technically, this was one of the hardest scenes we made.
Why so?
So many characters, so
Oh,
many
yeah.
animations.
A lot going on at once.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This dude just doesn't let go. They're like in a bucket. They're free. Just get another one.
It's about respect.
Yeah, Johnny.
All I'm saying is if someone spilt beer on my tank top, I'd say that's unfortunate. I'll go put on something more sensible. I'm sorry I was wearing this in the first place.
You just buy another T-shirt. Like
Yeah.
they're $20, man. Go and get one.
Exactly.
Or free.
Yeah, you're
Yeah.
free
Oh
right now.
yeah.
You just have to
5
wreck
finger
a car.
discount. I'm doubling down.
Show you how
All right, fine.
impressed I am with
Because it's fair. It's like get over it.
Yeah. Also, like,
That's what
How-
I love that.
Like,
I mean, what about their romance?
you know,
Yeah.
like yeah.
He's
There's
together.
a story that's never been told.
Because he is totally devoted.
Yes.
yeah, and there's two of
He
them.
just
and
looks at
they're
him with
in-
such loving.
They must be in their mid-30s, right? They're picking on a teenager.
Yeah, that guy's seen some things.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I know, man. Math's a hell of a drug. Ages you.
That's true. He graduated from Blackwell like 2 years ago.
Here she is.
Yeah.
So pretty.
I think it was seeing her model.
Yeah.
That was the first time we were all like,
She's so cool. She is awesome. I was expecting fully not to like her, but I'm
Oh, really?
I'm completely besotted with her.
Wow.
Like, she's amazing.
that's so cool. What do you want to do?
We ran the first time.
Attack.
Shall we just?
Let's do it.
Shall we
You stole
just?
money, you
I'm not here
Weed.
to not kick balls.
Yeah.
No, man.
Whoa!
That's why we have that.
Whoa!
Yeah.
Oh,
So you haven't seen
I
that?
forgot. Yeah, no.
Rachel?
Yeah.
Oh, we're gonna
Man,
have a
Chloe
bit
can take a punch.
I know.
Yeah.
Well, he was tiny. He was away that size.
Yeah,
She's,
but-
so she's gonna have a black eye now.
Right.
And you'll see different conversations with
Oh,
people.
this is
Oh, man.
interesting.
Also, like she hit him with a beer bottle. If you hadn't have gotten a beer, she would have kneed him in the balls.
Shoot.
That would have been it.
Didn't crack though. Oh, Frank's
It's
such
actually really
babe.
hard to do that.
Is it?
We tested. We didn't test it.
Screw this. Oh, I love it.
Yeah.
Fuck off.
Go back to Watch Dogs, Aiden.
Yes. I really love that it so they're having the night and then you see the selfies like after the fact because it's like such a nice little sort of detail that you
So cool.
Yeah.
Does it feel like ages ago that you were working on that?
Yes.
Right? Yeah.
Yeah. It was the first scene we produced. Like the whole cinematics team spilled blood on that scene.
Yeah, I mean, that is an intense
They
first
did an
one.
amazing job with it. Yeah.
How many times did you
In my
say you
opinion.
played it since then?
Oh, I don't know.
Quite a few.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. Particularly that
Yeah.
space, and a lot of the demos we've done were the mill, so
Yeah.
with journalists.
Oh, of
and
course, yeah.
trying to do it.
It's a big proof of concept, really, wasn't it?
Yeah. I still get a little choked up every time I see the credit sequence.
I know.
And then you're just like,
The credit sequences are always like some of my favorite moments in these episodes too, because they're always quite gentle and like the music's always so perfectly chosen for them too.
I think the first season's willingness to take its time across
Yeah,
the board is one of my
absolutely.
favorite things about the game.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, like I think we were saying it the other day, my favourite thing about them is the at the end of each episode where you get that kind of like thing where it just swoops through Arcadia Bay and you see what
Yeah.
various people are doing. It's like a really nice touch.
Just the moments where you can lie in bed and listen to the music and then get up like when you feel ready. I love as well because yeah, like you say, it's like taking your time and also it's just like that was being a teenager. You're not
Yeah.
really in any rush to get up and face the day.
Especially when you've woken up with a massive shiner.
Yeah.
Oh, Chloe.
But she does have a joint.
Yeah.
She's smoking
Oh,
because you bought weed. It would have been
Yeah.
a
It was a
cigarette.
cigarette,
otherwise,
yeah. That's good.
Take the edge off.
I love like noticing all the differences in her room as well when you play it. Before. She's not even trying to hide it really, is she? It's just
Nope.
like,
She doesn't have the Gestapo living
that's
in her.
true.
Yeah, he's not moved in yet.
Sometimes all I want to do is
These are great.
Yeah, it's the same illustrator, right? For
Oh,
the,
yeah.
the diary entries.
No.
Oh, no? Oh.
Yeah. So these are done by our in-house UI artist.
Yeah.
His name's David Costa.
Yeah, this
he's
is
extraordinary.
amazing. I love that detail.
Yeah,
This is
yeah,
so-
yeah, yeah.
This is so good because it tells you
Yeah.
so much. It's like a mini plot point in itself. Like it's just something that you can not see it, but it changes things if you do.
I think that's one of my favorite things in the game. It was written by one of our writers named Alex Wilson,
Yeah.
and he wrote it, and it was so bold. We were all like, "Whoa,
It is proper.
let's do this!
Yeah.
This is really great."
Go
Like,
for it. Yeah, I love it. And
I
it's-
mean, the put your thoughts in me caption as well on that.
Hey Max, you dad.
even the fact that that's
Another
pinned
day in
right by
paradise.
her head in bed is like it says so much.
Part of what we wanted to do with this, we make you look at it before you can get out of it, to show that that's what she has to do every day.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She just checks in with these two people who
And
left her.
that are no longer with her, yeah. And it really, it does. It explains why you would be angry, wouldn't you?
Wakey, wakey, eggs and bacon.
Eggs by the door, sweetheart. Come get them.
The skeevy
I love it. I
assholes.
didn't realize until you said that they'd patched that, so the
Yeah.
eggs are no longer by the door.
Was
Joyce
that
finally
really
learned that that's not where you keep them.
You smell like cigarettes and beer. Better change clothes.
So many things to do in here as well. It's so good. Oh.
Oh. Yeah.
Bask,
Yeah.
mortals in the light of the floaty bear.
Because that to me is also a little bit gay as well. Like, you know, before you
Definitely.
realized and you're like, oh, I just love looking at the picture of the thing. And
I
it's
like unicorns.
It's like, yeah,
I
sure you
love
do.
unicorns.
Sure you do.
There's something about the fantasy armor. It's just it's fun.
Swords. Solid swords, I think.
Wisdom, don't fail me now.
Okay.
There's something really funny to me about like self graffiti.
Yeah.
It's like, it's indiscriminate. Like, she's gonna graffiti on other people's shit, and then she's also gonna just write on her own wall.
What should we do? You decided this last time.
Yeah,
you were
I did.
100% of the shots that you don't take, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we went geniuses, I think.
Let's go this one.
Okay. See if I was right. Oh no, she had her own Lisa.
Oh,
She died!
No,
She
she died! The old Lisa can't come to the phone right now.
Bam! Called it. Yes.
Yes.
Oh yeah, you did call it. I remember being like, oh my god, are we that transparent? What have we done?
No, I just, I really know how to get inside the head of a angsty teenage girl, apparently.
It's a gift.
Of course,
Max
Max
wouldn't
didn't
dismiss
pirate
you.
anything.
Never.
Bless her.
And because it was Max, not a single.
Ugh.
It's awesome. I saw those
I mean,
shows.
whatever. Neutral. maybe he's
gotta be
cool.
neutral.
Maybe he's totally cool.
Was it kind of like, did you guys kind of decided you needed that an annoying boy for people to hate?
Well, I think we wanted to do something that spoke to Chloe's boy toy face, as she put it.
Oh yeah, she does say that too.
Pay lip service to it.
Yeah.
But I hope do something more.
He's
than
not
what we
quite
did
as
with him.
annoying as Warren. Like, I think we're already colored by our,
Yeah. I think so. Yeah.
So cute. But like, he seems like he's not quite as try hard, I guess.
Warren is really pushing.
He really
in
is.
Episode 1.
He's pushing so hard. It's like every opportunity he gets, he's like, "Oh, I'm sensitive guy.
You own me.
Best friend."
Come
Yeah.
on.
It's the kind of, like, the hard drive thing. I was thinking about it the other day. It's such a... Because I've said before, I see a bit of Warren in how I was as a teenager.
Yeah.
He's turned, liking Max into a project, and he gets upset when she doesn't put as much time into the project as he does. So that's why he's like, I have given you 50 hours of films, and I want you to watch all of them.
Yeah.
So it's like we're virtually spending time together.
That's really well said, because it also speaks to kind of a pernicious expectation of obligation.
Yeah, yeah.
I've made a huge
I'm
effort.
such
and
a nice
so
guy.
Yeah.
I deserve the reward of your attention, and that's not how that works.
No.
It's...
And people sometimes say that we're too hard on Warren, but the thing that I do hate him, and because I interviewed, don't know it, and they were like, "What do you think of Warren?" I was like, "I hate him. I really hate him." And they were like, they all laughed, and they were like, "Why?" And I was like, "Because he reminds me of so many people that I've met."
Yeah.
But I do like him as a character because he gets those conversations going, and we always have people saying, "You're too hard on him," and that's interesting to me that some people feel so differently about him.
Yeah.
Like, you have some great conversations around a character like that.
And you might not see maybe you don't need to see to hate him, but you might not see like the stalker
True,
shot.
yeah. Oh,
That probably radically alters
Yeah.
how you feel about him.
I think it's just based on your own experiences as well.
And what you're pulling from your own life and putting on him.
Exactly, yeah, exactly. Because I've met so many people like him who...
So what we're talking about really hints at, I think, one of the things that's so powerful about Life is Strange's focus on the mundane.
Absolutely.
Is that it ends up pulling all of the stuff out of your own life and coloring the narrative.
It really does, and that's what's great about it, because I remember, moments like after a really big night out, lying in bed with your friend, and like you don't want to get up, and you're like, listening to music, and just those little moments that really just make it all come flying back, because it was so long ago.
Longer for some of us.
I'm mostly just ashamed that I was dreadful as a teen.
Yeah.
But it also makes you think about that, which is great,
You got my vitamins.
Who did you, which character do you think you enjoyed most writing the dialogue for? Was it Chloe? Yeah.
I mean, she's just too strong and fragile and fierce and vulnerable all at the same time.
That's the really interesting thing about her, because she can say one thing, but you know that it's actually something completely different as to where her headspace is at.
Yeah. And I think Rachel too, to be really honest, right? There's something so magical about Rachel.
And so vulnerable. Like, the more you get to know her, like, she does have her darker moments too, for sure.
Yeah, and I think there's an intrinsic vulnerability to performance.
Mm-hmm.
If no one ever catches that you're performing, great.
Mm-hmm.
But if you're performing and someone can see through it, you are a liar. You're made transparent when you're not wanting to be. There's always a precarious edge that she's walking as she's she's being as fantastical as she might be.
The fact that she's always, into playing all these games and stuff as well. It's like she's putting up a front. But,
Damn drama kids.
but because Chloe's coming out.
We could talk about that in episode 2 soon.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Oh my god, I love
that's so
it.
good.
So good. The parallel, like these guys must have been really like pleased when you came up with like that specific narrative parallel and all for the Tempest.
Oh yeah. No, it was like too perfect.
Yeah, it really is. And I love that Chloe's dad then makes a comment on the gender bending of Prospero as well.
Yeah.
I hate that she hides all her old pictures of Dad.
What did you do with this last time?
I think I did.
We left it. We left it
Yeah.
because I think that it's fair enough what Chloe's going through, and you can tell she's still very, very raw. But I think placing her feelings over those of Joyce's is kind of unfair. Like Joyce is obviously having. I mean, it could be nothing to do with Chloe. It could be Joyce can't bear to look at William because it's so upsetting.
Yeah.
I just think putting it on the dresser is so
It's
aggressive.
very passive aggressive.
Yeah. Yeah, I like it as an option because
absolutely.
it speaks to like the kind of like narrow-mindedness a teenager might
Yeah.
have.
Yeah, absolutely.
But that's what it's sometimes hard to be Chloe. I think if
Yeah.
you have that sensitivity, and maybe the verb doesn't.
It's just, I mean, it shows that people go through grief in completely different ways too, and like, going through that, that's amazing.
At least they're being seen.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly.
It's like, what do you expect to see when you're rifling through the?
It's like I want to punish the player for going through all of
Yeah. God, just imagine David's pillow talk.
Oh,
Safety is important.
God.
I feel so close to you right now.
At ease, soldier.
Oh God, it would be at ease, soldier.
At ease, Joyce.
Oh God.
Okay, we're gonna use you guys when we're arriving at next.
Oh, I feel bad for Joyce. I really do. I think we kind of felt like she was leaning a bit too hard on David when they had the talk after she got expelled. She was like, David feels, and he's like, no, Joyce.
No, come
we
on.
feel.
Yeah.
But you can see that, it goes back to what I was saying, like, people deal with grief in different ways. She could be fleeing the scene of the crime and getting away faster, with a little help from David, and Chloe sees that as as maybe being,
Yeah, that's an interesting conversation there. Depending on how you behave in the principal's office, she might be more sympathetic toward you, and be more willing to push against David.
Yeah, okay.
You can get a very different experience there.
I think we've been quite, Joyce and Chloe are quite close in our playthrough.
Yeah.
Because we've tried to sort of meet her halfway. But he's not quite as bad.
He's a tool.
He's not
Yeah.
quite as bad.
I mean, or he's not. But
It's like it's the whole hit me up. What you doing?
I do love that we didn't make this like a player choice.
No.
We just had Chloe be like, dude, I don't like you. Get out of the gate.
Oh. Uh-oh.
God, that black guy's awesome.
I know. It's so cool that like you could completely just not have that. I'm looking forward to seeing what everyone's saying tonight.
Oh, can you grab my cell phone?
I love how she's like,
No more door. I'm running errands for you, Joyce.
Yeah, it's a little bossy. It's little movements like that, though. The way she kind of hesitated.
Yeah.
Was like, both Rihanna's the mocap actress and the VO actress, and Webb, who's their cinematics director. I mean, they worked so hard on really figuring out what her physicality is.
mannerisms are so spot on.
I think they did such a great job. Yeah.
Even just that, like
that
it's
move
so
exactly.
good.
Yeah, I remember
It's
when
so Chloe.
Webb shot that. He was so happy about it. I think he took a lot of inspiration from it. There's a single scene in season 1, episode 2, where she sits in the diner.
Yes.
And she just kind of like jumps into and like for Webb, like that was like one of the touchstones he would go to, and thinking about her physicality.
Making every space that she inhabits hers in a way, like taking ownership of that space.
And in a playful way.
Yeah.
Which I think speaks to how ready she is to meet Rachel and have a new person to play games with, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
What the hell?
That's one of my favorite animations.
It's so good. It's like, what the heck? She's just a very playful person.
Yeah.
It's like in another life, you know, had things treated her
Yeah.
differently, she could have been.
I mean, yeah, like the swear jar.
Yeah,
Right, that represented a trip to Paris,
that's
right?
right. Yeah, look, it's
You
got
can
still
see
got the
hers.
little
It's
Eiffel
pretty
Tower.
heavy. Pot roast? Mom hates
I mean,
pot
who
roast.
hates
Yeah.
pot roast, really? But still.
It's not that I'm ungrateful.
I mean,
it's
clearly
just
let's not
that
go mad.
Yeah.
when your mom works
Everyone's
in a
always
diner,
in the mood
you're
for
not
diner food.
always in the mood for diner type
Particularly
food.
if you were out drinking last night.
Oh yeah, actually, a bit of grease.
It's
Sort
bad
that
writing.
out.
It's bad.
Uh-oh. Oh no, we can't slip her the money.
Oh yeah.
I had to slip her the baggie, it'll be fine. Joyce needs to take a load
Stop
off.
worrying about it
Mom,
instead.
chill. Here, look, eggs and bakey.
Got you oregano.
You're in so much trouble when she sees your face.
Uh-oh. Yeah, that's it, hide it, hide it.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Damn.
I hear
I
you.
did that when I was a teenager. I went out
Be
and got my
better
nose
about
pierced,
replying.
and then I came into the room afterwards, like sideways. I just wouldn't turn
that what you
around
wanted
the
to
whole
talk
time.
about?
Of course, my mum being a
What
mum
is it
was like
with you and
immediately knew
David?
something was up.
Always cutting to the chase. Why can't we just
I tried
have
to
some
hide my
pleasant
second tattoo.
conversation before school?
How old were you?
Did you get when you were still living at home?
No, it was
you
home for
hiding?
Christmas.
Yeah.
And I scratched my arm, my mum just went to see it then. So, I mean, the cat's out the bag now, but yeah, it was,
A little
it was
bit,
that
yeah.
one up there. So,
Are you selling your engagement ring?
Chloe, jewelry gets appraised for all sorts of reasons. Like for insurance.
Nice
Poor
dodge.
Joyce must be starved of pleasant
about
conversation there between them two.
Yeah, right. That's
about
good.
you?
It's
don't
like,
ask
can
me
we
to get
all
your damn
just
purse
chill
then.
out and spend some nice time together?
Thought
yeah,
you hated
got her about the
pot
pot roast.
You can
Yeah.
have
I
a
have
no
questions.
No, you hate pot roast.
I don't care.
I don't hate it. And David likes it. And don't say you don't care.
So that's what we're doing now? Whatever your boyfriend likes?
Chloe,
Don't I?
He calls me girly. He's a dickhole.
Fair, absolutely fair.
Dickhole is such a good insult.
He's not one of those newfangled modern
No,
dickholes.
he's
He's
an old
He's
school
an
dickhead.
old-timey.
extremely conservative dickhead.
Right. School.
That's one of my favorite parts of her is that, okay, not that she likes drugs, although that is
That's
fun
pretty
to
good too.
play with, but
Drugs related.
the story around how she used to love to learn.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's not something I immediately think of when I think of the first game.
That's true. But
we
there
really-
were clues there.
Yeah, there are pieces,
just
especially in the alternate
grab something
timeline.
later.
I do feel like we're kind of really punishing the player out of the gate.
Yeah.
As soon as they're in the scene, it's like we're showing you
We're
how
all
rough your
ready.
life is and
Yeah.
all these fights. She's going to fight with David, she's fighting with Joyce, she fought with people in the mill, she's going to fight with the principal.
I kind of think it really works to get you in the mindset of being a teenager, though, where you feel like everyone's constantly attacking you all the time.
Yeah.
Because then you are like defensive immediately.
Yeah, because you remember every single one of them and they accumulate. So
Yeah.
you're like, everyone, literally everyone is out to get me.
Yeah, right.
who do you think?
And then it's almost like a relief when you're at school again.
Or you meet, I mean, in the game, then you meet Rachel, and Rachel's like Steph and Mikey are nice too. I think that's a big part of why that feels so suddenly like an
Yeah.
oasis of friendship in
That's true, yeah.
the desert of her life. But then there's Rachel, and she's so into Chloe. And
Yeah.
Missed the bus again.
Why would you assume that?
Who do you
It's
think
tough
your
because you can
principal
tell
calls
that
when
Joyce
you're
does need a bit of help. Like, she's not
saying you're
great on
sick
the old
just so you
discipline,
don't
but
get
then
the
she's
stick?
probably exhausted from having to do it all the time as
Yeah.
well.
And Chloe is so quick as well that, you know.
I think, yeah, every smart person who, like, goes through a rebellious phase, they're a bit more difficult
Disregard for
because
my
they
rules.
know how to wiggle out of
I
it more.
see you
Yeah.
slipping. I'm worried.
But Mom, the whole point of lowering expectations is so you won't be disappointed in me. Never again.
You're happy doing what you're doing? Fine. Keep at it. Just let me know so I can stop fighting with Blackwell to keep you on scholarship.
You know, it was
Money's tight enough as it is.
when we got, because in our playthrough we got straight up expelled in the second episode, it was almost a relief in a way. Because it was like we knew it was going to happen at some point. And it just meant that, you know, instantly we're not such a financial burden on Joyce. Obviously there's a different burden that comes with it because you're an emotional burden, you've dropped out.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was, I don't know about you, but a big part of me was just like, huff,
Yeah.
well, finally.
Wow, there's something really sadly positive about that. Because it's
My brand.
it's a But I mean, ideally, it's a burden
Maybe
Joyce
David should
wants,
start paying rent.
and it's a burden
He
she
spends
wants
the
to
night often
succeed at
enough.
meeting.
True.
Yeah.
So it's like, oh no,
Never
I could
hear
be an
yourself.
awesome student and make all your work worth it,
David
or
thinks
I
you
could
need
be really a failure,
David should
and then you
mind
don't have
his
to
own
worry about
business.
That's
it.
a good
Yeah.
point, yeah.
I think it's great, David.
Feels quite real there, I guess.
Yeah.
He's a good man.
No, these are equally true statements. So
Yeah.
Your boyfriend's an asshole.
He's been good for me. Maybe he rubs you the wrong way because
Yeah, I mean, I guess I find it, like, because he does seem good for Joyce as well, like, at times.
Yeah.
But then you remember that he put cameras in their house, and then you're like,
And he hit her.
Hit
Yeah.
Joyce. Oh,
No,
hit
no,
Chloe,
hit
yeah,
Chloe.
for
That's
sure.
that's
yeah.
something I just
know.
can't get past.
yeah,
Okay.
how was it to approach the character and be like, all right, well, we need, there are things that we need to do with this character, but you have all of those things that you can't quite.
It's I think
It's a fine line,
in
it's really
writing in
difficult.
writing the prequel out of the gate, I think like it's hard not to have biases against certain characters based on what you
Yeah.
know they do in the future,
Yeah.
and try to embrace versions of what their story could have been like.
Yeah.
So we tried to make him sort of sympathetic, not the most. I think I was carrying a lot of bias against him, and it was one of Ashley Birch's best notes in working with us on the script was. Like she really challenged me to look for ways to create more sympathy for him.
Oh, she
Right.
wanted more sympathy for him.
Yeah,
That's
even
interesting.
though I know she doesn't like him at all, I
Yeah.
think it's the texture that plays out between him and Joyce when you get him not being just kind of a one-note robot, but actually being something that's good for her,
Yeah.
Right.
and making Joyce kind of the battleground that Chloe and David are fighting
yeah.
over.
Yeah, that's not something I really considered.
That's really cool. And then you're right, it does add a lot of texture, and then it just makes certain scenarios just all the more difficult, because it would be too easy if you just wanted to hate on David every single chance you got.
Right. I still do.
Yeah.
But we really tried.
Speaking of which,
Yeah.
Aoife, what do you reckon?
I mean, I just don't. Joyce tries her best. I hate taking it out on Joyce.
Yeah, we did.
Did you-
We were
We were
understanding.
understanding the first time.
Let's say what you feel.
Yeah.
We're kind of playing the dark
Kicking
side.
when he's
We
down.
are a little bit, aren't we?
You want me to pretend I'm okay with David? That everything's okay? I'm not. He's a chauvinistic
my
piece of
God.
shit, frankly.
Chloe.
And
Oh no.
Father could hear you.
I don't think William and
no,
David
you're
would
right.
get along.
I'm
The
sure Dad and the
mustache.
mustache would get along great. It's a big
Oh
bed.
no.
There's room
Oh
in
Yeah.
my god. She
That's
went there.
called going nuclear.
That's enough.
Oh my god.
All I'm asking for
She
is
capitalised his
respect.
mustache as well. Which is perfect. Oh.
I miss you. Nobody could have
Oh
replaced
my
your
God.
father.
Well, now I feel like a
Did the
dick.
best I could.
There you
Yeah,
go.
Aoife.
Yeah, Aoife, why did
God
you do so long?
You didn't lose me.
Right. David's
Oh man,
right.
she's so startled.
The ashtray you made me as well.
Go
just
be
to
his
really...
problem now.
Joyce fucking came for you just as much as we came for her.
Yeah.
She's gonna remember that in the parking lot in two now.
She
Aoife.
won.
Oh no.
No question.
Here they are.
Oh man.
Yeesh.
That was harsh. But it shows you how different it could be. Like, she's-
Let's get
I
these
love the
Davids
indignity of
I
her
know.
having to carry and fetch all these things.
No
This
point
will
in
affect.
putting off the inevitable torture of driving to school with David. It better
she's
get
just
going.
so put upon. Every interaction with David is the
We're
worst
already
thing ever.
supporting one. Thanks.
Steph might be
She's
one
so
of
great.
my favorite new characters.
Yeah.
Like, she's so amazing. After Rachel, obviously. Steph is just one of those characters that it's like she's a lovely balm. Whenever she's there, she's like, let's bask in Steph's positivity.
Yeah. Oh no, I just realised we're kind of doing a Dark Side playthrough,
The
but I
car,
really
too.
don't want us to mess up D&D.
Oh no!
There are versions of being dark side in the D&D game. I can find it.
Yeah, actually, it'd be interesting to see.
We're hoping you men will leave without us.
chopped it up.
I mean, it's a good catch, to be fair.
It's one of my favorite things.
No.
I swear he beat himself to death with a tire iron.
We really go hard
Repeatedly.
on
Yeah.
her VO lines, hating him in this
Yeah.
scene.
Chloe, is that a black eye?
No.
Insubordination.
Insubordination. Fuck's sake.
Oh, that's sweet.
When I was your age, I got into my share of scraps.
He's actually kind of understanding about
It's
this.
not
Yeah?
responsible.
He keeps saying, when I was your age, I did lots of stuff
Tell me
too.
again
And it's
what I
like,
owe my
did
mother,
you know?
dirtbag.
You're a bit of a bore, aren't you?
Like true insulators probably cracked.
I love this bit. This is
You know what a spark
one of my
plug
favorite
does?
moments.
Yes.
Are you deaf?
It ignites
Did you not hear me?
Yeah.
I said I know what it does.
No mansplaining here.
Yeah, right?
from the garage. We can get moving.
You could balance so many things on the top of his head.
It's so perfect.
So many things.
Better just give the socket the tiniest penis in all of it.
I think we missed that the first time.
She bounced back from Condom Gate very quickly. You've got to
Oh,
give
God.
her
What's David doing?
Oh.
Leaving stuff in our garage anyway.
No.
Does he think he's moving
Yes.
in or something?
The shittiest thing I think he does is when he looks at William's toolbox and does like a little
little laugh.
Yeah.
That's extra not cool. Like,
Dad's old camera.
Yes, they do. Max complains about it being
Do you
expensive.
even make film for these anymore?
that's the height of Max's problems.
Oh.
Wow.
This used to hang in the living room.
Tide has turned.
Guess
That's,
it's
It really
future
has
history
though.
now.
It's like I feel almost like really shifty for doing it, but like this has really changed my opinion on it.
Yeah. Beans.
I was eating those beans.
50-50 chance I smash him in the face with this.
we really seriously contemplated
60-40.
doing that at a certain point.
Maybe
What?
90-10.
Having her drive his car off a cliff.
Wow.
That's so,
It's
there's
the curious directions games end up not taking.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
We went another direction, but
I bet there's so
That
so
was
many
on there,
there's
yeah.
so many cool
It
places it
gets
could have
my
gone.
special
I love
treat.
hearing stuff like that, like the stuff that ends
What
up on the
message does
cutting room
David
floor.
need to hear?
Intruder.
oh, no, you can't. I mean, if
Box
you
of
want to.
Dicks
but-
is really good.
Is that what you did last time?
Yeah. We did
Let's do it
Box of
again because it's
It's just so good.
I respect that you're fine with bits of the game going unseen.
It's the detail in the dick as well.
yeah.
You can definitely tell it's circumcised.
She
It's just
doesn't. She,
like,
yeah.
oh dear.
Beautiful. All right.
Not something I anticipated saying when I got out
Yeah,
of bed this
there you
morning,
go.
but here's your
I feel like you
wrench.
said that last time. Though.
I think I did, yeah.
So,
I want to point out it's easy to not see it, which means it's doing its job, but the environment art in this scene is really good.
Yeah, I remember when we played it before, looking like all the detail in the background there with like signage and all
Yeah.
sorts. It's really gorgeous.
And just
Oh yeah, I don't think we...
for what we do in Life is Strange, this is an unusually
Oh, I didn't know you could do
expansive
that.
space.
Right, yeah, it's...
See what's gunking up the works there? That's a sign of
carbon
pop.
deposits?
Yeah, David.
Duh.
Doy.
You can actually be good at this.
She could be good at it if she had the attitude.
My attitude is what makes me special.
Yeah, that is what makes her special.
Good point. That's
All right.
Even like her little eye rolls, like everything she does is so well thought out. Like she just exudes this attitude that I'm pretty sure I had at one point as well.
Oh, I
like,
can fully imagine it.
oof.
Okay.
I think the animation building up to that awkward, like,
it's so cringeworthy.
so good.
It's like
It's
Rick got a real
he's-
roll on it.
He's so
Straddling up to,
He's another way, he's like, come on.
come on.
and he will wait as long as you want him to.
We're on the dark timeline, but I almost can't bear.
What did you do last time?
I had to
bumped
accept
it.
it.
Oh wow.
I know he's the worst, but like, I mean,
You guys are
that's
nice.
the worst thing you can possibly do is leave someone hanging.
You should
I like to shake fists, like...
watch a few.
Oh,
What the f-
oh no!
Yeah.
Oh, that was
Yeah.
desperate.
He was trying, like,
It's a life lesson moment for Chloe, according to David.
Now I need a shower.
Oh, with the grab and the... It's like he stole
It's
it.
like a forced
Yeah.
fist
Hey,
bump.
you're
Yeah.
taking those tools with you, right?
Every house needs. a
yeah,
good
this is
toolbox.
proper dick
Oh,
move.
that tracking shot there.
Yeah.
We've already got one, but thanks.
That's really hateful. That's horrid.
Yeah.
He's about to have a line that I think I wrote and it still makes me really uncomfortable every time I hear it.
What the?
You've had enough of a vacation from having a father figure.
Yeah,
It's
I
just so
remember.
insensitive. I've always been like,
We
oh.
reacted to that like really
Yeah.
badly. I think we were just like, how dare he? Like, really?
We wanted to get you really angry, so the back talk.
Yeah, it definitely works.
Yeah.
It's like, that's not how this works, and you, as an outsider, do not get to say that.
Yeah,
Like,
you can't demand respect.
Yeah, right.
Shut it
shut
down.
this
Yeah, let's do it.
down.
Respect him? I think it's time I show this asshole I'm not interested in anything.
She's like, all right,
That little,
you want to play, do you?
It's clear as fuck you.
Oh man.
What do you guys think of Backtalk?
I like it. It's like, oh shit, you talk about this.
Oh, you're
thing.
on a timer. Yeah, right.
Here, let me put that in a language you'll
Yeah.
understand.
Good call.
But I really do, like, because it does put you on the... And it's really clever.
It's nice that you
Let me dumb it
don't
down
get
for
to
you.
rewind, and it,
sorry.
you are thinking on your feet and you're just
Yeah.
going through it. It's so much more Chloe, and it like
The wordplay is, I mean, you do get the rhythm of it pretty well. Like, you know, it's like it's kind of word association, but not really.
Yeah.
It's just being clever about words, which is her superpower, really, isn't it?
yeah,
Right.
and it's also just the most effective and least kind way to argue with someone is just
At least she
pick
has
up
a
on
heart.
tiny
Ripping apart what
Yeah.
they
in their
do.
language, and
And
yeah.
it's very teenager in a way, isn't
Yeah.
it? Like,
Yeah, right. Because then it's more about them and less about the substance of
Exactly,
the
yeah.
discourse.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah,
that's
yeah.
actually. It was conceived of by our gameplay director Chris
Yeah.
Floyd, and when he
Doesn't the
first pitched it, I thought like, oh my god, that sounds so fun, and then I thought, oh my god, I'm gonna have to write so many
so much dialogue.
I do not
teenage
consent.
lines, and then we did.
Cool.
Yeah.
If you were a man, I wouldn't go so easy on
Because the
you.
only
either.
time that we didn't do Backtalk is at the very end of episode
Episode 2, we didn't
'Cause
feel
We
like
chose
it was,
not to do it.
Yeah.
we
Because
didn't feel like it was our place.
we felt like, because normally we feel like when it comes up, we should do it.
Smile.
She's like,
Off to sleep.
Did it? I won.
but that
That's
time
interesting,
it felt really like, yeah, it felt like it wasn't our place. And then Rachel like kind of does it anyway. And then we were
Yeah.
like, oh crap, we should have.
Should have backed her up.
But I just felt like at the time our objective was to keep everything civil so we could get out.
Yeah.
You know, like that was the
Yeah.
focus.
Exactly.
Oh,
Midnight.
Did you guys notice what she's wearing?
it's
Arcadia.
yeah, like an Arcadia Bay.
Do you recognize it?
She's wearing it in a photo, isn't she? Oh, that's what she's wearing when he leaves. When you do the flashback in episode.
Yeah, that's what she's wearing the day he dies.
She has the long hair then.
Oosh.
Yeah.
I did not notice that.
What a beautiful day.
Okay, so yeah, check out the purse. I guess we have to check everything out. So it's condoms.
Safety first, soldier.
Oh,
So I think if you put the photo up, we'd show a whole bunch of those photos in here. If you gave her money, we'd show a whole bunch of money in her purse. Kind of play with what you've done.
If Mom were here, she'd tell
This was all the dream sequences are an example of certain content where we were like, this is going to be different from what we saw in this one a little
Yeah.
bit. We're not sure if it's going to play, but we have a sense that it might. So let's try it.
The dream sequences are just really interesting as well because, like, I think that everyone who's, like, if you lose someone, especially if you lose someone quite quickly, was for me, I lost a parent quite young, not too much older than Chloe is there, but like that, like instantly, and for months and months afterwards, that's all you dream about, dream about. So like, it's kind of interesting to see that, you know, that's sort of where her headspace is at, because if you're going through that grieving process, you're trying to put things right in your head, like you're trying to replay moments that you didn't get to have, which is really interesting.
It's also, I think, like, it's a proximity thing sometimes. Like, it's almost like being Icarus. You can't get too close to, like, the headspace that that person occupies.
Yeah.
And so I think when this first happened, I really put me on edge. It was just like, whoa. Like, when I was in my last year of school, a guy in my year died in a car accident about 3 weeks into like the start of this final year, and it was like, it's why I don't drive, but it was just hard, you know, and it's one of those things that, like, it's no surprise that Chloe fixates so heavily on it and stuff like that. It's really,
and again, like, it just demonstrated, one of the great things about this is that it sort of plays, you bring to it what you've sort of experienced yourself, and everyone sort of has a different reading because of that.
Yeah, there's something to me too about dreams as it representing a space of things you cannot control. You can't pick your dreams; they happen to you. Just like grief, the struggle with grieving is like sometimes you want to let go, you want to move on, and your heart won't let you. Your memory won't let you.
Because you can't tell your dreams to pack it in and leave it alone.
Yeah.
Darkest timeline.
I thought he was going to give her the finger there for a second.
That would be too charismatic of him.
Too imaginative.
Yeah.
You could possibly do that.
Hello, Black Hal.
I love that shot, though.
Yeah.
We're back.
Yeah,
It feels really good to be back.
It's nice to see the way it sort of plays with the space and kind of what everyone knows and recognises, stuff like that. Like, we had a couple of people in the comments of one of our videos about Before the Storm saying, should I play the first one before playing this? And like, I said absolutely, like, because it informs so much and it makes all of the little touches so much more special. And if you miss them, then
because it's things like seeing the pirate hat in Chloe's bedroom and stuff.
Right?
Yeah.
Oh, I was just reading.
I just happened to be here.
I was just being an interesting person.
Elliot. What happened to your face? Do you need to go to the nurse or something?
What?
Grow up, Elliot.
You guys hate him. He's literally just saying, "Are you okay, dude?"
And we're like, "Fuck you."
Thank you, Elliot.
Someone sent us a screenshot of the last episode where the second Warren appears on screen and we're both like, ah! It's like Warren's face is in full
Basically
effect.
turned into Chloe.
Totally.
I know it's gonna be lame, but
Yeah, let's go away.
Totally. Yeah, it's literally go away.
Do we even give you? We don't give you a yes option.
I don't.
It's like a no or a maybe.
Oh yeah, it's like shut that shit down immediately. At least he takes no for an answer. Elliot or Warren just keeps asking.
Yeah.
Look at his impatient face.
I'd rather have my eyes gouged out with rusted forks.
One day we'll see how much you love this.
right. Me too. I guess.
You're just a phase,
See you in
Elliot.
cam.
Yeah, for sure.
Later.
That's it. Go back to reading.
Your
Chemistry
book.
mode.
Yeah, you need to learn about that quite.
Chloe seems interested in chemistry. I'm just going to leaf through this.
Well,
It's
we
nice
learn
that
more.
Elliot always wants to do stuff
I
with
thought you
me.
were going to talk to him.
Yeah.
I just haven't been in the doing
I haven't
stuff
been
mood
into the
lately.
doing
She
stuff.
appreciates the effort, which
We
is
don't.
naive of her, but nice.
Well, let's talk to Skip because we missed that last time.
Oh, lovely skip.
Oh, did you miss the
Skip.
demo?
Yeah, we did.
It's
Stopped in
actually
the Game Wars
recorded by our gameplay director, our cinematics director,
Looks like
our
you
audio
did, though.
director.
It's really good.
Yeah, and I think our producer.
Ah, right.
Yeah, they wrote it and performed it.
Whatever.
And I stood in
I
the back.
did ask Justin Williams' mom to move the Mercedes out of handicap parking.
Because it plays on the radio then
Badass.
in
Yeah.
executives.
Yeah, you know how I roll.
Oh, I see. Sorry, yeah.
So his band, I don't know how much I want to spill the beans.
Tell us. The beans.
So, God, everything's loaded with meetings. His band Pisshead. That's the name of his band. Did you know that, or did I just tell
No,
you?
I didn't know that.
Okay, so
Oh, he has the stickers on his
name of
car,
band
doesn't he,
is
or
Pisshead.
something? Yeah.
that's right. It's we pulled it from Chloe's computer in the alternate timeline of bands on a poster
That's
that
so
was
clever.
playing that she was
That's great.
interested in.
Oh.
It's just really buried. I'm sure some fan somewhere has seen that, but
That's
What?
awesome.
Like good music?
Preach it, sister.
Yeah, skip.
I'm in a band.
And he does actually react to you quite differently
We're called Pisshead?
when you get
It's not a
expelled,
big deal or anything.
depending on whether you've had this discussion
I mean,
with
I'm
him.
trying to get our demo
He's
out
like,
there,
fuck
but-
them fascists.
yeah, right.
Pisshead.
And even in this conversation, he'll ask you how it
demo,
was
I
when you listen to his music.
Yeah.
And what you say has consequences that go all the way to the end of the game.
Man.
In that one moment, you can just give him encouragement or not.
Oh.
I had no idea.
It actually is good.
Right.
Yeah, Chuck, our audio director, wrote the song.
That's so cool.
He's really talented.
It must be cool, like, you were like, we need a song. He's like, it's my time to
He's
shine.
like, what? Oh, okay.
It looks vaguely threatening, doesn't he? Super intense, but yeah.
He's so desperate.
Always if we would say that
Yeah,
this isn't
no.
the darkest timeline where Skip's
No,
closer.
okay.
yeah,
Okay.
I'm not.
Okay.
That was really good,
You're
man.
nice people.
I said meh enough as a teenager. That word is banned for me now.
Also, Skip's like our people. Like he's, you know, fuck these guys. It's just a job for him.
Yeah.
Oh, I really want to tell you what happens. But I won't.
No!
Hey, Miss Brown.
You're having too much fun with that now.
Yeah, that's true. That's pretty mean.
Are you alright?
I love Miss Grant.
Yeah, she's nice. I wonder does she like? I bet she likes Chloe better than Max, because like Max is like, you're my favorite teacher, but Chloe's better at chemistry.
Yeah.
We don't know if Max is actually good at chemistry. This is a good.
I wouldn't miss it for all the manganese in the world, Miss Grant.
Solid element joke.
With all the change
I did
that's
notice
happening in
on the periodic table in her room, she's added MJ 420.
That's right, 420. Yeah.
Sometimes I worry we go too far, but I don't.
Because you thought it was going to be something else. What was it you thought it was going to be? It was like.
But instead
it was an equation for meh or something.
Yeah,
that would have been clever.
I thought it was meh.
Where were you when we were doing that?
Don't think more money should be spent in the arts.
I think there's actually an interesting debate about STEM.
Oh yeah.
But we don't really go into it.
Yeah, actually, I remember we did sort of want to go in a bit more into it.
Such is life, I suppose.
Because it's basically arts or.
So we're basically we're saying that the Prescotts are getting involved in
Yeah.
making the school focused on arts. There's a choice. I think the next choice I want to pick the lasers option.
Lasers.
Maybe in another 6 months, a new door.
Oh, that was it. Awesome.
I don't know. More lasers.
See, she loves it.
Yeah.
She's well into it. Do we have any lasers?
Sadly, no.
That is sad.
That's it.
All right.
So did you guys do the Zen moment on the stage last time?
Yes. Although our camera cut out when we did it, so it's not actually included in the playthrough.
Cool.
Which is quite annoying.
And it's a solid piece. Well, I don't want to spoil episode 2.
Yeah.
There is more than one opportunity to have a Zen moment on the crate.
Oh, is there not?
Yeah.
I should probably be
just
getting to
don't care.
I hear you, sister.
I just don't care.
I love this courtyard. It's so pretty.
I love the birch trees.
Yeah. Oh, fuck.
It just shows up.
Shambles out.
Just stole Jerome whiskey. Hey.
I love that look. Oh my god, that's so subtle. It's so good. Hey.
Bag of explosion in your pocket.
Yeah, because you bought weed. Now it's a concern. Oh no. Okay. So if you had talked to Justin beforehand, he would have offered to Febreze you. In which case, he wouldn't smell weed. You didn't
Does
do
he
that.
smell weed at office?
You're gonna have a tricky time with him.
Oh
now.
no.
Although here he's saying we have counseling because he sees her black eye.
Oh shit.
That's the only reason he's saying it. So we wanted to show him too, kind of being like a good educator. In moments, except when he's being a complete tool.
He's an educator by rote, you know, like every time he reaches out, he's like, we have the facilities available to blah, 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 blah.
Yeah.
But he just then steamrollers over all the good work he's done by being completely blunt.
He just can't help himself.
It's one thing that really struck me from your Let's Play on Season 1, Episode 1, is how much of a judgmental asshole he is out of the gate with Max.
Yeah, big time. He's like, whoa, you're sweating bullets.
Oh, you saw someone with a gun. I'm angry at you now.
Yeah. I know. He's like so like you can see why.
Do I look amused to you?
I don't know.
He's hard to write because we write him to sound. John Zimmerman, he's the writer who writes a lot of Wells. He writes him to sound so self-important that it's really kind of bad writing.
It's because he uses a lot of big words.
But that's because that's how we really like him to be.
Because I suppose that does just put distance between him and the students. Like you get the sense he literally can't talk to them.
That's a real
I mean, it's hard to talk to kids.
Yeah.
That's true. They're scary.
Especially as an authority figure. Yeah.
Do I have to initiate a search of your person in order to establish the veracity of these
Oh
allegations?
no, we back chat.
Yeah,
we're back chat.
How does that sound?
It's quite difficult, this one, if I recall correctly.
Yes, you made us reload.
No, I didn't. Don't tell him that.
Okay, we'll let you focus.
Okay.
Maybe.
Actually, sir.
Oh no.
I love his tie icon.
Yeah,
it's so good.
They're really, it hits a nail on the head with, you know, like David's just stripes.
That's what he is.
Sir, my well of witticisms runs so
Good effort, Chloe.
Yes.
It's a good solid effort. You're trying. I love that. I love the animation.
Jokes, in my experience, that's how the guilty
What is it going to be, Aoife?
No, don't put pressure on me.
It was too interesting. It was too interesting.
Oh my god!
Whoops.
Sometimes we do that. We make the wrong choices look
I
too.
love drugs.
This is too good. Damn it, that's your fault.
Feels like you're gonna get rewarded for it.
I'm gonna get peed into a cup as a reward.
I really do.
That's quite enough. I do not need to search you, Miss Price. Your words alone have convinced me of your guilt. You will meet me in my office after school for a formal
Maybe. Maybe we'll do that.
Maybe we'll do that.
Yeah.
Oh, well, we're gonna get expelled anyway. May as well just double
down.
Let's go see our babes now.
Mm-hmm.
I can't believe. Oh man, I wish we had seen Justin for Breeze's Town. That's awesome. That's right. Talk to me about Samantha, because she's. I'm not sure about her.
Yeah.
Like,
hey, me too.
She's
Samantha
very
Myers,
like.
wallflowers.
She's Chloe's saying that with love.
Samantha.
Right.
Love for
Sure she
Max's
is.
wallflowers.
Virginia Woolf?
I read that last
She just, every time we talk to her, she reminds me of that girl in Mean Girls who's like, I just want to bake a cake filled with flowers and rainbows, and why can't we all just get along? She's just full of feelings and she doesn't know what to do with them.
Yeah.
She is the anti-you.
She's the anti-me. Anti-Chloe.
It's about how relationships only work.
That's important.
People are
Also,
really lie
like,
to each other.
only the worst person would like Nathan. Like, he's just the worst.
Do you agree, Johnny?
Stir up trouble.
I'm genuinely
I'm
curious.
still thinking her over. Like, I find her distinctly offbeat, but
She's the
I'm
kind of
not.
person I would talk about behind her back.
Wow.
And to her face. Like, I'd be like, that Samantha's a wee bit weird. Like, let's not invite her to lunch.
One of the most interesting things that I learned in kind of diving into this project is, so I played Life is Strange before I joined the team.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I love the game.
Yeah.
But I didn't read a lot of community stuff.
Right.
So once we started this, I read as much as I could about different fan theories and seeing how the community's engaging with the story. And there's a group of people who, well, they love Nathan.
Really?
Yeah, and it's fascinating to me because I can't do that. And even within our writers' room, we have writers who have a very more sympathetic perspective of Nathan than others.
So do they kind of see him as a victim in it all, kind of?
Yeah,
Like,
I mean, and I think there's an interesting space to look at mental health.
yeah, true.
And how he arguably, I think, needs support.
I think we did actually.
He needs it. And, and that doesn't. What he does is so egregious, and it makes me so angry.
Yes.
I don't see that when I look at him.
We did have some interesting comments on playthrough of episode 2, because people were saying, if you tell Samantha to fully support him, then he doesn't have that moment on stage where he's like, fuck you, because he does feel a bit more, I guess, buoyed against just the tyranny of his father. Like, he can certainly see where he gets certain, attitudes from, but then again,
he's under immense pressure to live up to the family name, and he's not given any room to be himself. All he is fury and threats about lawyers.
Yeah.
It's interesting.
But then how much sympathy can you have for someone who then goes on and does what he does? You know?
Yeah, true. My favourite fan theory, by the way, is the one that Kate's a skinwalker, that she's a secret werewolf.
That's a good one. It's really the creative.
Victoria Chase, is just... Because normally I have a bit of a soft spot for the bitchy character, right? Cordelia Chase is one of my favourite characters in Buffy, because she's more nuanced than I think the writers even suspected that she was in the beginning.
I think that's fair.
You know?
Yeah.
And so I do root for her, and I like a lot of characters in a similar vein, but she is just a piece of work.
Have you watched Angel?
Yeah, some of it.
Right?
Yeah, I know what her sort of arc is. Yeah.
Yeah, that's what's so interesting. I think in Buffy, she is an obstacle that Buffy and her friends have to deal with.
Yeah.
And in Angel, we get to see her be a young woman in LA, working with Angel, having obstacles of her own to overcome, and it completely changes your sympathy to her. She grows as an amazing character.
She is. I think even in Buffy, she's an amazing character, though. Because there is that one moment that I'll always remember is when, when Xander makes her give back that pendant that he gave her, and she goes, "It's in my locker, I'll get it now," and she just quietly, I think it says so much because she's already wearing it, and it's like she's a lot more vulnerable than she's willing to let anyone know.
That's really good.
We murdered a man.
It was a pretty normal night for us. A little music.
I mean, for all you know.
Yeah,
I mean,
we hit him pretty hard.
You were so funny. Oh, seriously though. I didn't realize you and Rachel were such BFFs.
We're really not.
So, what's she into?
Girls.
What's her thing? I figure if she's hanging out with you, she must be into some shit.
She's so shady.
I know.
Seriously, I don't know why you're talking to me about Rachel.
I love how Chloe's like immune.
Yeah.
She just keeps me like, I don't understand why we're doing this.
Because Max would proper fold under all this, and Chloe, that's why I love this interaction, because you never really see these two, and you have a feeling that Chloe would be immune to this kind of bullshit.
Well, the power dynamic's totally different here, because Victoria needs to know why Rachel, the coolest person in the school, is like hanging out with Chloe, and Chloe doesn't give a shit.
We walked away because we thought she was being actually relatively nice in this one.
Wow. Darker
timeline.
I'm sorry, Victoria. I didn't mean to be rude.
I love how this is both really funny, cool, and shows how smart Chloe is.
Yeah.
Have you guys seen what she does here?
No. I mean, I'm assuming it's going into the fountain. Oh, no.
Laureen.
But you know what? If you're that willing to take,
yeah, you deserve
it. You deserve it, yeah. Exactly, right?
Yes. Nope, you do. Yeah.
Fuck all
Don't
the way
feel bad.
off.
No problem.
You're right that she is kind of immune because, people like Victoria, they get by making obscene, horrible judgments and just floating them out there as facts, in a really offhand way. Be everyone knows that you're into some effed up shit, so blah 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 blah. And Chloe just breezes right past it, and it bounces. It's really interesting.
Who's that guy? Oh, it's Evan. We signed the petition.
It's cool.
The fedora.
Yeah.
Evan.
Evan.
So we had a different version of what his campaign was. I'm just telling you guys all the things.
Yeah, no, tell us all
we
the
had
things.
we had a version where he was talking about prison reform and overcrowding in prisons.
Oh wow.
And we had a different thread we were going to explore with that.
Yeah.
It was particularly good morning to you too, Evan, because you walk up to him and he's like, Chloe, I need to talk to you about prison reform.
Because obviously the wildfire ties in thematically to the overall arch of where it seems to be going. So, yeah. Because this is what I love as well, when you go back and you see there are little hints there all along in episode 1, like the wildfire, the meter and stuff at the front of the skull and everything.
As much as I can't stand the Warrens and the Elliots of this world, if I were at Blackwell, I would totally Elliot over Chloe. There would be no contest. It'd be
You would? Oh, right, yeah.
I'd be that guy.
Totally gay. Why would you waste your time?
Hope burns eternal. the teenage burst.
Evanus and Ascalon. Okay, all right. If we're going darkest timeline.
We dug deep with these jokes. Let's
Ascalon.
Yeah.
Happy to support such an important cause.
Oh, we're just the worst.
Blackwell Academy. Home of
Like McHuge balls.
Bless him for not starting again with a fresh sheet after someone wrote Principal Dicks.
Principal Dicks.
Oh. Is he gonna see it? Oh no. Oh, I feel bad now.
Oh, go back to your bran muffin.
He is eating a bran muffin. It's a very sensible breakfast.
Of course it is. High in fiber.
It's coffee.
It's gonna be regular.
Probably cold.
All right, now it's our favorites. Oh, I love them so much.
These are my people.
This is such a great idea, though, for just to have in a game within a game. It's so fun.
There was a lot of discussion about this idea.
Really?
Oh yeah.
Were you unsure of it, or?
No, I mean some of us weren't. We loved the idea as soon as we pitched it.
Yeah.
There was an older version that was in a different scene even, but it's production's always crazy. It's always hard to keep up, and when things are really tight, it tends to be the critical path stuff that you keep. So this was one of those things where the whole team, cinematics, animation, character modelers, built special guys, the writers, level designers, everybody was willing to do extra stuff to make this be a thing, because we all love the idea so much, because we all play D&D so hard.
I was going to say, it really
Johnny's
holds up.
a big D&D
Like,
player.
I've got a D20 tattoo on my
Yeah,
arm.
I've noticed that. It's
but it's like when we were playing it, I was just like, this is robust. This is like actually like proper pen and paper. It's great.
That makes me so happy. We didn't know how the community would respond, and then people really like it.
Loved it, yeah. Like, I would play an entire game of this with these guys. Like, they're so much fun. I love how thirsty she is for Rachel.
I know.
Oh my god! And like unabashedly, just out and into her. And
That's a crush.
She's great.
Steph has a crush.
she's got no time for that. She doesn't want to. I don't have 50 hours right now.
Oh yes, you do,
fair.
Chloe.
Yeah, you do.
Sit down.
I love that we're telling you with this line. We're telling the player,
20 minutes,
this is a 20
which is
minute
what it is.
excursion if you want to take it.
Who would say no to that?
Exactly. I think, does it show you a percentage of players who skipped
does
it
it?
at
I'm
the
not
end?
sure.
I don't know if we
I'm not
tracked
sure.
this in the
I
don't
headlines.
think, offhand, I'm not sure.
I think maybe I was waiting to see it, because I would have been furious if anyone missed it.
Yeah.
Like,
I know some people have. They read about it and they're like, oh, I'm an idiot.
Totally elf barbarian. That's such a weird. We were saying this, isn't it? It's kind of, but it is very Chloe.
Yeah,
It's
exactly.
just got that mix of
I
quite
think
delicate.
she looks like an elf, and she
Yeah.
gets strength from her anger, so it felt
Yeah, it feels right.
felt
Yeah.
appropriate. But it's not a traditional race class combination. Raiders of the Black Well.
Ah, so good.
Yeah, it's good. Johnny's a very good game dungeon master, DM. Yeah, that thing.
Are you? Have you played with him, or have you just heard?
No, we did
Reputation.
Deadlands. We didn't do D&D. We did Deadlands.
That was a long time ago.
It was, yeah.
Probably about 5 years ago now.
Third Circle, foremost advisor to King Tiberius.
He does the accents and everything.
So I'm going to point out the King Tiberius that he just referenced as a shout out to my first DM. I did a 5-year campaign
5 years
on an old RPG, a studio that I worked on RPGs with him. His last project was Andromeda. He was the lead designer at Mass Effect Andromeda. So it's a little like, hey Ian, his name's Ian.
That's awesome.
That's so cool.
And it's the perfect place to sneak things like that in.
It's like half of the characters in here are like references to people I played with.
Perfect.
Calamastia?
Yeah, we went with Calamastia before. It's just the best name.
It is pretty cool. I like Barb too, though.
Barb the
Barbarian.
Yeah, here.
Because Steph appreciates it, so. Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like since we're playing it, I'm going to do a shout out to Christopher Means, who was a level designer who fought hard to keep this in the game.
It's great. Like, it really is. It just makes you want so much more of it as well.
Yeah.
And it really, like, I care so much about these two, like, the whole altercation with Mikey's brother and Mikey and everything, like, and then Steph texting you, like, it's just like, I care so much.
Yeah.
And the fact the camera lingers on the different characters when, like, you're hearing all the stuff, like, outside the room. Like, it lingers on Durgaron, doesn't it? When
that's right. That's exactly right. So
somebody pointed it out in the comments.
I mean, even so did you defeat Durgaron when you played?
We did, yeah.
You did?
And, it was actually so much fun, because you were like, the bracer!
So
like, of course.
if you fail, if you don't defeat him, should I tell you, or should we just deliberately
Make
fail?
it happen. Oh, okay.
All right.
Dude.
This is so generous of them, by the way. I know I said this last time, but it's the end of their campaign, and they're like, "Sure, newbie,
Stranger,
come to the table.
Come play with us."
I would not be that chill.
No. Where do we wish to go?
Let's do the Prism Camp. Well, I mean, you should,
Prism Camp.
but we should go.
That's
We
right.
should go everywhere. It's.
Free some peeps.
I do love the collapse of fantasy language and totally non-fantasy language in the middle of a D&D game. Some people play. I don't know. You play like it's all that you play in your character.
Yeah.
Oh wow, that's
I'm a big fan of that. I mean, we do occasionally, like, converse outside, but as much as possible in the group I play with, we've been playing for about 6 years now. So.
Is it a regular game?
Yeah, so we started with Deadlands Reloaded, and then we moved through to Fading Suns, and now we're doing one called Hot War. But there's continuity between our characters, so like I'll explain later.
That's so good. I love the models. I love what the character art team do with these guys.
Because I had to ask you about that because I didn't know that was a thing. I thought like all D&D or sort of role playing stuff I played, it's been what is it you call it?
Theater of the mind.
Nerd.
That's should we intimidate him?
Yeah, definitely.
Yes.
It's a hard one, but
Yeah.
I have faith in you, Aoife. You can do this.
Yeah, because it worked out so well the last time.
I love to smoke weed, Principal Wells.
Weed. This I love because skill challenge is like exactly what backtalk is, but it's also a D&D thing.
Yeah, true. Nice.
I love that moment where Steph's just like, oh, damn it, come on.
Like she's like, it's called the skill challenge, and Chloe's like, nope, I know.
Nice and close.
Yeah,
Nice
it's like you're on
and
my home
close.
turf.
He steps back, his scaly skin quivering in fear. What do you say?
I wiggle my hand. Hey, dragonkin guy.
Oof, meat puppet.
Oof. Oh my goodness me.
Yeah, getting the low angle on the models makes the text
Yeah.
tricky to read with the sky in the
Roll
back.
your mouth from the inside to say things.
He doesn't seem to
It's the way she's just like really
Hopper,
getting
like,
into it, just
getting
hovering.
there.
Oh my god.
Don't harm me, tall
I'll
one.
give you the key.
But I cannot give you key. Meaner than you.
Oh,
nice.
Yes.
Yes.
He's old. He's gonna be wetting himself.
Dragonkin cowers before you, looking
his
left
jaws.
and right. He opens his jaws, and you think he's about to yell for
Have you seen this backtalk before?
Shoving my axe into the cage, pinning his head to the bars without hurting him. Then I say,
Did we not? I thought we did this one. I don't know.
Did we? No,
I'm
I think
not
we
sure.
failed it.
I'm going to carve the skin from your
Ooh.
bones. Then I'm going to turn your skin into a little leather handbag that I'll shove your skin.
I love her face.
They're just
And
like,
his face.
what? Yeah, no, we failed it because she said it didn't work, but that was awesome or something.
Oh yeah.
Happens. How does that sound?
what? Wow.
That
I'm going to give you a +10 bonus to charisma.
That's
Go ahead and
fair.
roll. A small pool of
Good
urine
name.
collects under the elderly dragonkin as, hands trembling, it hands you the keys.
dragonkin.
I know.
Then
He's
it
doing
dies
his
of
job.
Oh.
Oh no! Oh gosh.
It's just like obvious. It's great.
She's a complete murder hobo.
Yeah.
As you free them, the prisoners run away from you in fear.
Luke,
Upon arriving
sounding
at the
good.
training ground, you are spotted by a heavy-set orc.
Bam.
She's really good at painting. Or is it Mikey who paints these? Because they're in his room, aren't they?
That's
That's
right.
a great.
Good point.
Yeah, I think they're his.
In charge.
Okay. So what do we do?
I cast Urgel's Acid Blast.
Oh, that's right. He shows off.
Man,
You
Oh yeah, he destroys all the loot.
That's right. Yeah. Yeah.
Hubris.
Yeah. We're teaching kids lessons.
writhing in pain. There's a sweet and sour kind of smell as the flesh melts off.
We tried to be particularly evocative with the language since
It
it's
really
just
works.
someone telling you what
Yeah,
happens,
yeah,
right?
yeah.
Melts off their bodies
Always
like
telling
turned away.
players what they can smell is a really good way of
Yeah,
doing that, I
right,
find.
right.
He runs at you, swinging a massive warhammer.
all yours.
Uh-oh.
Oh yeah.
Knee slam.
Yeah, it's
If
near-
he's running
near the
at
balls.
us, it worked
Yeah.
for that other guy.
Orc balls.
Orc balls.
The hyphen's important.
Success. How hard did she hit him?
Really into
It's
that.
Calamastio, she
Yeah.
doesn't hold back.
Fatal cleave.
Okay.
do it.
Let's end this. Fatal cleave.
You swing your great axe downward with both hands.
Yes.
Mm.
It's so violent.
Fuck yeah! I'm awesome.
It's going well.
What about the loot?
Well, as the training ground is now a roiling pit of acid.
So cruel.
Oh man.
But fair. But fair.
Spoken like a DM. So you'll pay for this is directed against Mikey.
Oh no. What is
Yeah.
it like genuinely mean?
Yeah, she's role playing.
I don't. Oh. 'Cause I don't want to be mean to
Yeah,
Mikey.
don't be
Don't be
mean to
mean to
Oh, I
Mikey.
can't. I can't be mean to Mikey. Ah, good.
Don't worry, Elamon guy.
Elamon. No, it's Calamastia, the elf barbarian, most wise and
It's
forgiving.
not like Chloe.
What's next?
Yeah, well, it's roleplay.
Yeah, exactly.
Alright.
It's tent time.
You enter the tent to find Durgaron, warlord of the Rage,
It's yeah. I was just about to say it's awesome.
at his throne. He's a huge red-eyed minotaur. Swathed
Cinematic artist Max, who worked on a lot of these sequences, he was very careful because we had very limited time to make this piece, and it was
Yeah.
either figuring out a way to make it or not keeping it in the game. And he figured out a lot of really magic cuts that made it easier for animators to really focus their time on very specific shots.
That's great.
And otherwise, we're just featuring these guys.
I'm so glad
so
it
worthwhile.
made it in. Yeah.
I cast Zael's cataclysmic cone of fire.
the fire.
So the guy that Zale's Cataclysmic Cone of Fire is referencing was the writer on Civ 6.
Oh my god. You weren't kidding.
No,
Literally
his
all
name's
the
Alex
names.
Horn, yes.
That's perfect.
Battle spells are fire-based.
Except for, acid blast.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude.
Cool story, bro.
Calamastia. What'll it be?
Rush. We tried to really figure out what sort of tactically would be the best thing
Yeah.
to do. If a big fucking minotaur is running at you, what would you do? Because you can't just go.
A wrathful rush is the last thing it's gonna
Yeah, I don't
expect.
think you want to charge him.
Yeah.
What's Wrathful Rush?
It's like a shoulder slam, an angry shoulder slam.
Okay, I do that.
You scream with wrathful rage, then charge. Durgaron is caught off guard, and he fails to dodge. You slam your shoulder into him, knocking him back and doing some damage.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
Next,
What do we think? Brutal punch or strike?
I don't know. I mean, I do know, but I don't want to just
We're on to
say,
you.
yeah.
Strike?
Sure.
Okay.
Oh, holy shit.
Fair. Yeah, it does.
It does sound
That
boss as
sounds
well.
fast as fuck.
One?
that's bad, right?
Oh, it's awful.
Not for me.
Not for me.
As you take your first step, you trip on a
And
rock,
that's spoken like a
collapsing
tree.
onto the ground in a clangy jumble of metal. Your axe swings wildly to the side.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I forgot we did this somehow.
I love deflecting stuff onto other players. It's just so much fun.
Like you look for those ones
Yeah.
and you drink them in.
Oh god. It's so it's so mean. Because you were very, very specific about this. You were like, no, when it's a character someone's worked on for a
Yeah.
long time.
Character death is. There
not
have been
good.
tears around the table before, and like I'm a grown man.
I'm growing in my respect
For you
your
having
game.
like taken someone out, or for someone having taken you out.
I've had 2 player characters die now. The last one was blown up by a bomb that he had created and was trying to defuse because he was like, "I've set the bomb," and then it's like, "Oh, the situation's changed. We don't need the bomb."
Oh no.
Yep.
Wow.
And we got hammered afterwards. We got a bottle of whiskey out and just got wrecked. This stuff's important to me.
Encourage
Do you have,
elements?
do, you have
encourage
a, do you have a tattoo that represents that D&D character?
No, I only died a couple of months ago.
Oh,
I don't
really?
have any tattoos that actually represent characters I've had. One of them was a drunk space pirate, and one of them was it was basically Dana Scully, but it was a Native American dude. So that would seem appropriating.
Who, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, right. I see what you're saying.
Like, I got this Dreamcatcher to represent a character I played.
All right.
Okay, so she's using the
I
motivation.
love
Yeah,
that.
I love
It's
it. Yeah,
so
it's
good.
such a good
I remember
thing.
when we saw that callback. It was
What
just so
does she
good.
say if you miss the book? Like, does she fudge it?
It may not
or-
be an option, or she may say something lame. I can't.
Durgaron has now turned his attention toward you.
Bring it.
He charges.
I love that. Oh, I love
It's
that.
nice,
Yeah,
yeah.
it's so good.
And the pull focus is really nice as
Yeah.
well.
Yeah, Max is awesome. He's an artist.
Your attempt to dodge his thrust fails.
It's just so
Durgaron
economical,
laughs as he
but it
impales
just
you on his
works so,
blade,
so well.
lifting you high into the air.
Seriously?
I can't do anything with that stupid bracer.
Steph's not afraid to kill player characters, and I can respect that.
I chopped your feet off. We're even.
Okay,
You
so
feel your strength draining away. Lifts you higher into the air. It hurts like hell. What do?
You wisely attacked his arm last time.
Let's go for his head.
Go for the head?
Let's mess it up.
Let's see what happens.
I take one last swing at
Dirtface's head. You'll have to roll high to hit. You're almost dead.
Oh no.
11. You swing, catching Durgaron on the side of his head, severing one horn. But you don't do enough.
This is really giving me anxiety not to be winning this.
Keep dying carefully.
With a vicious jerk. You die.
And then he's just going, oh no!
Oh, so mean.
I'm sorry, Chloe.
What, with no feet?
Yeah, good luck.
If you can, do it.
I cast Warden's Hideaway.
So we were really deliberate with the language here.
You summon a spectral door, which shields you from Durgaron. Light flares out, blinding him. The door swings shut, then disappears. You are gone.
So we knew we wanted to do something with a door in episode 2. And they thought it might be interesting to get really, I don't know how much we want to talk about this. So the spell, Warden's Hideaway, Warden is an anagram for Andrew, which is his brother's name. And that's the whole story of Mikey and Drew, is the ways in which we think this guy's a bully in episode 1.
Yeah.
And over the course of the whole game, we'll learn that there's a very protective instinct he has.
Very well done.
I feel pretty shitty talking about the work like this because it's like, this is really cool, look what we did, and I'm going to talk about it.
No,
so I'm
it's
just
amazing. I love it.
It's genuinely really interesting.
So good. Aww. Oh, I love them even more now. Thanks for the game, nerds.
Thanks for the game, nerds.
I love how hunched over he is. He's just focused on his game.
I love it.
All right, so we're blazing ahead now.
We're blazing because we.
I think Chloe's done quite enough blazing today already.
Hey. All right.
I love her swagger so
I know. She owns everything.
Yeah.
That's how Chloe does. Oh, good luck, seniors! Oh no.
What the hell? What have you got here? Twitch? Don't call me that!
True north. The jock's so dumb, he makes jocks look bad.
But I like you, Drew.
Yeah, I like Drew now.
I like him now.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. This is
And he's right, it is.
Yeah,
I bet it is weird
extremely
crap.
weird crap, yeah.
I hate that you're on the team now. You're such a loser.
So, yeah.
Oh, I don't know. What would Chloe do?
I feel like Take It Elsewhere is the slightly less antagonistic.
Yeah? Do we want to be less antagonistic?
Darkest timeline.
Okay.
Guys, no need to fight. You can both be losers.
The mute speaks?
Chloe's a lot of things, but I don't know that she's
I
weird.
don't know that she's mute. I think that's fair.
You earn a spot on the squad, Twitch. You don't have your dad trying to buy off the coach.
Also, fair.
Pays tuition. How
Now
much
that's
financial
unfair.
does your
Oh,
deadbeat dad need
that's
again?
low.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's an understatement.
So we defended Nathan, I think. We stepped in.
Yeah, we
and
did.
It's not. I feel like it's not gone well for us since then. I kind of regret it.
Yeah?
Yeah.
See, look, what are you up to? Who are you?
Watching.
Did you
Always
just invite
watching.
yourself into this wee scenario?
Yeah. It's not like she's the player.
No. Right? Who are you, Samantha? Telling me what to do? You're not the boss.
Piece of shit. I
Yeah.
am going to kill you.
Yeah, I know. Oh God. I always forget that though.
I know.
Completely forget.
I forget it.
And it's such a shock when you remember what actually happens.
Yeah. Oh, but of course, but it's. I mean, it's hard to it's hard to resist
hard
those
to resist
little,
the back-
little
the
blue
back.
delicious
Yeah, I
speech
know.
bubbles.
What do you think?
I don't want to direct
Shall we
until
to
that's
see what happens?
Go on, yeah, let's step in.
Oh.
Oh, sorry.
Well,
Yeah.
Stand back and watch.
That is a very drawing. That's great.
really good.
Fuck off.
Like,
I mean, that was a good shot.
Yeah. Drew's really happy with what he did there.
Oh my God. Oh God.
With the team, Twitch. or next time it'll be worse.
It's weird to see Nathan get bullied as well.
Yeah.
To hell.
Oh yeah.
But he's like a spring, you know. You just keep compressing and compressing.
And then one day,
Samantha.
he's gonna kill someone.
Move on. You're better.
Please.
Or are you?
You should be ashamed.
Oh,
wow.
What? Samantha, like you did.
That's uncalled for. Why is it Chloe's responsibility? Who are you? What is she up to? Oh.
What do you think, Mom?
No, that's a sarcastic no, though. Oh, Steph.
Yeah, obviously read the text from Steph.
Oh, okay.
No.
All right.
There we go.
I really like, by the way, that that Chloe writes her objective on
her hand.
Oh, good.
I love how her wee face just lights up as well when she sees Rachel.
She can't help it.
I know. I can't help it either. It's like she's just so wonderful.
I do beseech you, chiefly that I might set it in my prayer.
Mate, you've had so long to get off, but
Miranda. Oh, my father.
It's gonna be hard not to spoil things in this scene.
Admired Miranda, indeed worth what's dearest in the world. Many a lady I have eyed with best regard, and many a time
that face was just
harmony
wonderful.
of their tongues. Hath I listened to
Hayden, you're killing me. You've had
Yeah.
to be
Yeah, Hayden, come on.
And we're not end stopping. We said we weren't.
Apologize to your scene partner who's been very accommodating, and to your other fellow actors. And most of all,
Let me down, you've let the audience down, but most of all.
Does this look better? I had my mom take it in a bit.
Rachel looks awesome.
That's the moment I was ruined, and the Amber Price just set sail. And it was all
HMS
over.
Amber Price.
Oh, it was all over for me then.
Somewhere across the country, Max did a little shiver, and she's not sure why.
To see a goodlier man. I mean, does she really mean that?
especially because
I mean, the tension in this scene is just ridiculous. Maybe we're just reading too much into it, but I was just like,
we've talked about that.
Yeah, we went from 0 to like 100
as
soon as we jump in here. But we really wanted to have Rachel
she's so touchy.
sweeping her off her feet.
She does. She really does.
Maybe in a friendship way.
No.
Totally up to the player.
Even when it's in a friendly way, tactile people can be so
Persuasive.
Like,
Yeah.
Politician.
Yeah.
I mean,
sometimes.
So do you guys know the consequence of this choice here?
No.
In the play?
no. Oh. What is that? Does she say different things then? Like
No. No. It's Keaton. Keaton takes this note, and even the backdrop of the show is different
Oh, he does.
according to whether it's a romantic or it's a cynical read.
Oh, wow.
Oh, my goodness.
So there's a backdrop that's a very cold storm with lightning and clouds, and there's a backdrop that's like the morning after a storm with
That is so
sunrise.
cool.
That's really cool.
And some smaller details that scenes.
See, I feel like this is so good having you here because this is sort of stuff that like most people like you just will never put together. You'll never see that.
I don't think any one playthrough will get to see all of it.
That asshole really
Oh yeah, we get a special,
yeah.
we get a whole special thing with them that I
I'll
forgot
just be a minute.
because I'm the worst. I do think the animators did an absolutely exquisite job with her micro expressions, especially
Yeah.
in this scene,
Yeah.
and showing how. Oh God, it's just.
Oh my goodness. Goodness me. It's got really warm in here all of a sudden.
It's they really they did an amazing job and everything seems so fluid. Going back to episode 1 of Life is Strange season 1, it felt not wooden, and obviously it's one of those things where they got more confident with the tools they were using as it went, but it's
Is that what got Mr. King cast?
Everything's so charged.
but it's just there's so much nuance.
Yeah.
I think List 1 set a new bar then.
Yeah.
And we're basically climbing on their shoulders.
No, but it carries so well from season 1, but there is plenty here that is just completely new as well, like.
Selection is so 2009. PC show.
Yes.
Yeah.
That'll teach you,
Yeah.
Victoria. It probably won't.
Nope, definitely not.
Oh boy, yeah, of course.
So happy here.
Aw, mini Rachel.
There's Rachel's bell.
Goodness.
Papillon is French for butterfly.
Butterfly, yeah.
Rachel now.
I have that poster on my office wall.
This one?
Yeah, I printed it out.
That's so cool.
I just like it.
We're getting all the secrets.
That looks very much like the weapons used in D&D.
Can we go back to the? I know we're hurrying, but can we go back to the divider?
Which? Oh yeah.
Yeah, and go into the corner and then tilt the camera up.
Oh, okay.
All the way up as much as you can. Or maybe walk back and face the corner. And tilt the. Really close. It's basically right at the blinds. There you go. Backward a little. So there's this whole like totally subtext, like really buried post-it war between Steph and the actors about, because she's the stage manager. We'll see it in the other room.
Yeah, I've seen some
about
of it, yeah.
taking her pencils. And we don't have any kind of interact on the thing in the corner, and I don't know if anyone has seen that.
I definitely didn't see
It's basically
that.
Hayden like getting back at Steph by throwing all the pencils into the room.
That's amazing.
God, we're just spoiling everything.
No, it's awesome. You know what we are. Maybe. Yeah. All right, no. I'm getting distracted again. We need to. Right.
I mean, speaking of getting distracted.
Oh goodness me.
Yes. Thank you.
God, we debated a lot about this.
I debated a lot about this because I was like, look, I wanna respect her boundaries, but also I wanna encourage this as much as possible. I'm sorry, I'm just human. I'm not throwing her belt over.
You might get her in the eye.
I know, that's dangerous.
Safety first.
Yeah. Oh my
Safety
goodness
first.
me.
I do like where we landed with this.
Yeah, I
we
think
tried
it's-
different versions
She's
of
still respectful, you know. It's
tastefulness.
just like, yeah.
The say nothing option there is weird.
Yeah.
Does she know that you're there?
Oh
You just say
yeah, I
nothing,
felt like
you're
it would be
just
rude because then
standing there,
you're like sort of spying on her. Yeah.
I don't know what we were thinking.
What did she say? What was the?
Oh no, it's just a smouldering love.
Did you
Did you bring me flowers in my dressing room?
Yes.
I love you.
I love how wide-eyed she is. She's like, I don't know what's happening.
It's the
right
only
now.
time you ever see her tongue-tied.
Properly, yeah,
You know,
footed.
because
Yeah.
Rachel like meets her on her level, and she's like not sure what to do. She's just in awe of her.
Yeah, it's a really great conceit because obviously this is the first sort of stuff of substance we've seen with Rachel, and we know Chloe inside and out. So when suddenly she's in awe of someone, you can't
notice
help
it,
but be
yeah.
carried along.
It's curious. Yeah, it's interesting.
Amber.
They're full naming each other.
Was amazing. I'd never seen Firewalk live. Pretty fierce show.
We're the worst.
I
This is
know.
terrible.
We're just sitting here, just being like, yeah.
Why?
Yeah, why?
That is
Why
a
does
great-
it have to
It's a
end?
really good
Tremendous question.
Yeah.
Maybe it doesn't.
Maybe it doesn't return.
Maybe it doesn't. Have to end.
She's just really stumbling over herself.
Would you like to join me?
Yes.
Yes, please.
Yes, please.
Yes.
Although that okay.
I was born to ditch. I hope you
I like the other option that's kind of more
That
coquettish.
is a hell.
This is pretty cute. We're gonna get to see something pretty neat.
Yes.
Yeah.
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 What?
Aww.
That's great. I can't believe you were just on the fence about having
No,
Rachel
because
touch your face.
I wanted to make sure we were doing the right thing.
I see.
Obviously, I want all the touching to happen, but for the greater good, Johnny.
Still.
Oh, don't flinch. I mean, it hurts, but.
This is a metaphor for what Rachel's doing in Chloe's life.
Oh,
This is a lot. What's the price of valor?
The price of valor.
This is quite sweet.
it is really sweet.
Much better.
It's so ambiguous as well, though. Like when you're like, is this a friendly thing or is she actually just touching? I don't know.
There's a lot of lower back contact. That's all I'm saying.
And some eye socket contact.
God.
Yeah, there is that also. Yeah.
It's the most sensual part of any woman.
Which base?
The most sensual part of a woman.
Which base is that?
Right.
Sure you don't want
This is one of my favorite scenes in the game.
Yeah. Apparently we missed a really good line as well with the nice Rachel we're having.
Yes. That was so sad when I saw that on your playthrough. I like really wanted to.
Well, at that point we were just like, we were out for blood. We were like, go on. Graceful. We did that on purpose. Yep.
Yep.
Totally cool.
So yeah, just
style it out.
Styling it out, yeah. I absolutely adore that there are some players who didn't share the headphones.
I know.
Yeah,
why?
what does that say about humanity?
I know.
I don't understand that.
People are the worst. This is why we can't have nice things.
I really hope that at least one of them they did it accidentally and then they just had to sit there.
Yeah.
No, Elliot.
Live with the.
Just phone out the train right now. Just
That's that was the scene of one of Johnny's greatest lines. Do you remember that?
Yes.
Trying to figure out if
the dining car.
The dining car.
Yeah, that line haunts me. That line haunts me because it's so much better than any line that happens in the train.
Oh, if you guys had went there though, that would have just my head would have exploded.
Too soon.
Yeah.
Too soon. I think we timed it well.
Yeah.
When things.
Yeah.
For sure.
When
yeah.
things happen.
Nuance is not my strong point. I'll just say that much.
You can't just give it all away up front as well. You gotta make us want
Of course,
it.
yeah.
than it looks.
I mean, I felt like we worked for that moment in episode 2. Like.
That's another one of my favorite scenes. We don't have to talk about it because it's.
Oh, but it's so good. It's so good. I would love to know like how many different levels there is to that though. Because is there different levels to the kissing?
Yeah, they're different. They're different levels of different kisses that you can get.
Is this?
We got the best
You should
ones.
be proud to know that you got the most.
Because it was proper. Like she went for it.
It's a different rating because we were at that point.
Should I make small talk? Is that what
Thank
people
yourself,
do?
Chloe. You're a people.
Yeah. Nice weather. We need to have
do it.
Yeah.
It's nice, Rachel.
So the line itself is different based on the choices you made up to this point. You could pick nice weather, and she might just say it's nice weather.
But because we're thirsty for it.
But because you've made
like,
exactly, you've demonstrated an anxiety around it. We build off that.
That's.
The game knows what we're about.
The game is keen to your ways.
Hang out with anyone, and I don't have any friends.
You have friends.
Well, I used to.
Oh.
Wow!
I know.
Oh my God!
But how could she? I feel personally victimized by Max at this point.
I can't wait for episode 4.
Oh yeah, I keep forgetting that.
You get to go back and play as Max.
I feel like I'm going to be really mean to her.
Oh.
I think I might be.
It's going to be really interesting.
What was it she said? Say thanks?
She was sympathetic about Max.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And maybe.
Hey, so
I want to say thanks for pulling you out of school.
no, dummy. Thanks for last night.
If you hadn't shown up. Assholes abound in Arcadia.
Yeah, that's true.
It's true. Very true.
I owe you. That's for sure.
Is that why you came along? Are you suggesting?
Sometimes I look at Rachel and I wonder, like, is she human?
She's so ethereal looking,
Is there
isn't
like
she?
is this elvish?
Just like where was she when I was at school? Where were these?
Where's my Rachel?
Where's my Rachel? Damn it!
Why was it just a parade of Maxes?
God damn it! Not even.
we're just all the way like.
It was just not. It was a sea of Warrens at my school. God damn it!
That's bad.
Try again. I'm going to need more to go on than that. Joyrides with me
There
are
were
fun.
lots of Victorias.
Joyrides to where?
Really?
Life
yeah.
needs a little mystery. Let's do something fun.
Yes.
Uh-huh.
Didn't even need to think about that.
Too far?
No, never.
Good.
Wow.
This is good.
I mean, there's the
right.
reaction from
Yeah.
yeah.
I don't know.
Doors open.
Just gotta push that boundary. We need
possibility.
we need to figure out where the line is. That's all.
Here we go.
I think we should play Two Truths and a Lie. It's a game where each person offers up 3 facts about themselves, 2 of which are the truth, and 1 of which is a lie.
I think it's a nice way of showing how
And then the other
perceptive
person has to guess.
Rachel is. Not just that she's good at the game, but she knows whether or not you've played fairly.
Yeah.
Like whether or not you cheated.
Yeah. Yeah, the choice to let the player cheat was a really, that was multiple drafts in.
Because it also says that, you know, that Chloe is willing to put up that wall as well, even with
I was
Rachel.
born in New York, the land of fashion and Broadway, to which I will one day return when my heinous exile here in Arcadia
Playing
Bay
off of
comes
Tempest
to an end.
themes.
New York, huh?
The exile,
I've
yeah.
never been. Not a world traveler?
Not yet, at least.
If you could travel anywhere, where would you go? Russia, Greece, Kathmandu?
Kathmandu.
This is one of the saddest lines to me.
Going to climb
This one?
Yeah, because it captures Rachel's ambition and how hungry she is for life. And how she sees the whole world as her.
Yeah, she has so much potential and so much hope.
And a lie.
And maybe those things come true.
Right.
Officially.
I'm a Leo.
If we don't know.
Meow.
It's just, this is why she's so full of vitality that it's so easy to forget where things end
That
up.
to me is the what we were striving for the most. Even though you know where things go, if we could create a narrative that captures, pulls you in so deeply that even as a player from the first game, you forget for a moment, and then that sadness comes crashing in. That's where we wanted to live. That was the goal.
Yeah. I think it definitely carries it off. I've had those moments. It's just like, whack.
Yeah. Is she asking which is the lie?
Yes.
Yeah.
You seem more like a coward.
Damn, Bryce, not bad.
I mean, she's so Cali though, isn't she?
Yeah,
West Coast is the best coast.
We cut a piece from that exchange where talking about the world makes Chloe open up about poetry. Her dad used to read her Pablo Neruda and her interest in maybe going down to South America one day.
Your turn, Bryce.
We just cut it for production.
Right.
All kinds of stuff.
William is just like the perfect dad as well.
Should I start things off with a lie or
she really
a truth? Or should I cheat?
Really has to know.
Let's see how good she really is at this.
So we're gonna cheat.
Truth first. She does love science.
She loves
and
science.
she did want to be a pirate. And she loves science.
I love science.
I love the simplicity of that statement. Rachel's like, what?
Neil deGrasse Tyson is the shit.
Huh.
It's interesting that Rachel's face goes very kind of like calm, like she's really focusing in what she's studying.
But I'm allergic to
Real credit to like the animation that those little the facial expressions do so much. Like they really can carry, and it means that it's great that you can let that do the talking in so many circumstances as well.
I think you should lie again.
Oh,
damn it.
no.
Nope, totally cool.
Sorry.
It's all good. Everything's...
I didn't want to lie to Rachel.
Yeah.
You can make me like do mean things to everyone else, but
What if that makes her more interested?
do you think that would?
I mean, I don't know. That's unhealthy, but that might be totally right for
It's not
her.
the basis for a healthy relationship, no. But maybe
Yes! Hello, who says that?
There you go.
Is the Cali thing.
Anyway,
Oh.
I think I have your number. Of course you wanted to be a pirate.
Chloe's so into this.
Sail the
She's
Yeah,
just,
just like
completely
swash.
went away. Buckle swash.
Treasure.
Yes!
Yes, plunge,
Yes!
Oh!
She enjoyed that.
So, pirate.
She didn't need to mention it.
No.
because Rachel knew.
Yeah.
So thirsty.
I know.
first mate.
We're proper like going down hard on her in this train. Like,
Yeah, you guys can't not do this.
no, I know.
No, it's
impossible.
ingrained.
Okay. You say you love science, but you are failing chemistry.
You're saying failing chemistry means I hate science?
Or that Blackwell doesn't
Perceptive.
inspire your best work.
We really wanted to explore a space where there's somebody who's not judging her.
Yeah.
That place is a hellhole filled with shit, where shitty people go to
that's
Rachel
each
likes
other and
black,
themselves.
although doesn't she?
Anyway, school sucks, but you love science. I'm gonna say true. Which brings me to your alleged cat allergy.
Alleged?
I'm calling lie.
Why is that?
I mean, maybe you're allergic. But I've passed by your locker a few times.
I know. I know, right? Like that tells me she was pretty interested beforehand, eh?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Soccer match. It's almost like we're playing this with the writer of the game. What should we say?
Let's call her out on stuff.
You've passed by my locker?
God, it's really true what they say in life. You either
Hey,
die a
I
Chloe or
noticed
you live
things.
long enough to be a Warren.
I guess you're a stranger to me.
Yeah.
It's kind of new for me.
Well, get used to it.
Hey!
So, if my math is correct, you told me 2 truths and
She really is. Shoulder bumping.
Oh my god.
Quite dangerous. Not to be bad about it, but
how could you ever not be dad of
I
it?
know.
Crazy good at this game.
Oh my god.
A lifetime
Could lead to
of studying the human condition.
hand holding.
I'm just stealing.
No, do it. Take it. It's yours.
I'm impressed. I bet it's hard to impress Chloe Price. I'm gonna feel good about that.
It's true though.
Yeah, it's definitely true.
When your
Aw.
dad is the district attorney, I guess lying is...
Yeah, she clearly wanted to talk about that a little bit.
Seriously?
Seriously. I know who to call if I need to get out of a ticket then.
And she does get a lot of
Not that I
tickets.
have a right of my own. Car first. Embarrassing number of moving violations.
Oh,
Second.
a little bit of foreshadowing there. I like it.
Thanks for trusting me.
Trusting you?
You played the game. And not everyone would admit to wanting to be a pirate.
But eye patches are so cool.
So intense though.
Rum is delicious.
Rum is delicious.
These are
I
facts.
guess. You opened up a lot. That's all.
It's not a big deal.
Isn't
Hate
it?
to break it to you.
Yeah, you look down into the side, Chloe.
As a bastion of trust and empathy.
Yeah.
I'm just not really into touchy-feely shit.
See, I'm being a little bit Max here. I'm just like, whatever you want to hear, babes. That's what I'm gonna tell
I
you.
believe her. And come on, you wouldn't open up to somebody when you're riding on a boxcar in a lovely sunny afternoon.
Very true.
And they can't stop edging closer to you.
Conditions are perfect.
Wouldn't mind listening to the music.
Just the idea. Just the idea.
Choose wisely.
I mean, geez.
We can't.
I mean,
we can't
I can't.
listen alone.
This might be the darkest timeline, but
Yeah, absolutely not.
No timelines.
no timelines.
Nope.
That's
this-
true.
Oh, I love that show.
This moment, though, like, we've all been there where it's like, I am sharing earphones now with the person I'm interested in, and I have one shot to
Yeah.
make this work.
You're just hyper aware of like everything that's going down. Where's my hand? Oh, it's there. Oh, maybe I better move it. Oh no.
What song do I put on?
Yeah. Oh, that's a big pressure. What song do you put on?
Unfortunately for me, it would have been Smashing Pumpkins.
Oh god. Oh, I love that shot too.
Yeah. Yeah, our cinematic director does some really interesting stuff with shoes.
Yeah. But you do notice that we talked about Chloe's shoes in the last episode as well.
One of my favorite shots in 2 is a thing that we won't talk about. But that feet are a part of it.
Okay.
There you go. How's that for breaking the story wide
God
open?
damn it. Feet.
She's not into it. Pull up.
Nah.
I don't think list 1 had moments of calm that you shared.
Like
making
when?
that up?
That you shared, apart from this bit.
The first one, though. I mean, they were. I think they were always Max.
Oh, I
like,
got you.
On a bench or.
Yeah. Yeah.
Maybe in bed.
In bed
Yeah,
with
it's
Max.
in bed when
yeah,
you're listening
yeah.
to Bright Eyes.
That's the one I always remember.
Yeah, I mean, I couldn't skip that one. The whole
No.
song was just sat there, just like, this is great.
Mm.
No, that's right. That's also right.
I love that phrase.
Don't be surprised.
Mm. Oh man, it makes me sad.
God, I just think of episode 1 for Alyssa and Chloe.
I know.
And how wrecked she is.
Yeah.
She's so. I know. It's like when we played it again. It's just it really hits home how hurt she is.
Mm-hmm.
Fuck it.
Yeah.
She's
like, yes.
Just.
Dance puppet.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. That's something we really kind of held in our hearts writing Chloe, is imagining what this experience of meeting Rachel must have been like.
Yeah.
Put her in the space that she's in at the start of the first game.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, it's like she's such a ray of sunshine in her life. Like she immediately changes her entire outlook. It feels like. And then when that disappears, who is it? Who is it?
You kind of know.
We kind of know, but do we? I bet we don't. It drives me mad that you know and we don't. It's really upsetting.
Say all the things.
Say all the things. Tell us the things.
The tree. We'll see this in a second. It has this very particular shape.
Oh, okay.
Native American tribes would sculpt trees in this region into that shape to mark trails. But there were also, they're called marriage trees.
Marriage trees?
Marriage ceremonies, what they call them.
Whoa.
That's so cool.
That's a good fact.
It is a nice view.
I love Oregon.
Have you been?
I went to school in Portland.
Did you?
Another one. I like games. Deal with it. This is what I learned in theater class. It's all about improvisation.
Is it kind of the way it's portrayed here, like a little bit small town, or?
Portland's much more cosmopolitan. It's not a big city. It's not London or New York, but it's definitely a city. But the kind of the forest aesthetics.
Yeah.
The clouds, the weather.
Pretty accurate.
It's all, oh yeah. And there is just kind of a strangeness to the Pacific Northwest that's really charming.
Yeah. It does look absolutely gorgeous.
Touching.
Just to bring it right back.
Let's fire it up.
I love the height difference between them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Perfect.
I noticed it when she kind of ushered her into the room that was like just like a couple of inches in the shoulder.
Perfect for snuggling on the shoulder.
That blows. Well,
shit.
Shit. That was my last corner.
Her mood immediately sours though.
yeah.
She's proper a bit bratty, isn't she?
Yeah. Chloe can't see the signs.
It's red flag, number 1.
I've been told I'm pretty handy.
Chloe's just desperate to make her happy
Let's see
though.
what you got.
Look at her, she's like, yeah, my chance to shine.
I used to have a shirt just like that.
Plaid. Game journalists.
Yes, I know. Okie dokie.
Alright.
Where's Warren?
The lonely oak looks lonely.
So is that the tree you're talking about, the marriage tree?
A very distinctive tree.
Interesting.
Is it the curve on it then that's the okay. Wow.
That's impressive. We have to. It's nail file plaque.
That's right.
Thing. Got it.
Oh, do I have to ask her for the nail file first?
So,
Okay.
Yeah.
Now that you've investigated it.
I'm thinking about prying open that viewfinder. You got a knife on you?
A knife?
Yeah. My mom took mine.
It's such a Chloe thing to say.
No.
My mom took my knife.
How about a nail file?
And that's such a Rachel thing to say.
I guess you could stab someone with a nail file.
Right. That didn't quite land, all right.
Nope.
Tough audience. Oh. Chloe Price. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh, I respect. I respect her a bit more for that. That's so
Chromatic
good.
Alara Victoria.
Oh my God.
Yes, Chloe.
Yeah.
This is the best.
Oh, this
Battle
is...
of the fucking bitches right here.
A good boss fight.
That's
for Max.
amazing. Yeah.
Yeah.
Chloe's.
She just can't.
No,
she
yeah,
can't with Chloe. That's amazing. See you next Tuesday.
Oh, that's... Oh,
Don't
delicious.
step to us. We've got charisma, uniqueness, nerve, and talent, bitch.
Is that from
Max
something, or did you just make that?
That's probably
RuPaul's
Drag
Drag
Race.
Race.
That's
I wish I could, but...
Some shit.
So this moment where she just throws the nail file down.
It really upsets people.
Yeah.
It's not just us, you know. People are like, that's Rachel's nail file.
Donovan talked about it as well. Like it is a very divisive moment because she obviously she's already kind of enthralled to Rachel, but
Stealing a dedication
she's just completely like, what? Don't need this anymore.
Yeah.
Oh. Uh-oh. Oh no! Aww.
Steph.
Oh, she's so pure and good.
Yeah.
Don't hurt Steph. Don't. I'll be angry with you.
What if it's too late?
Don't. Don't hurt her.
I'm not saying.
Don't ever hurt her.
I'm not saying anything.
Oh my God.
Just saying.
No. I'll cry.
She is awesome.
She is.
Take it.
My heart couldn't take it. No.
Well, I guess we don't see her in this one. So.
Aww.
No, just kidding.
Nailed it.
She's such a dweeb. Like
Yeah.
even when no one's looking, she's still so on. You know.
Even when she's like with the bird, she's like fly. You feel it's like that's totally a thing. You can see why her and Max are friends in that moment.
Yeah.
So expectant. Ta-da.
Yes.
It's kind of saucy.
Yeah, it is a little bit. Tell me how great I am. Thank you.
What's this, Rachel? You've contrived a game where we put our heads together?
Oh no! Heavens.
Rachel smells like
That's so gay. It's like it's amazing. I love it.
really should have showered this morning.
Oh crap! We must stink.
All right.
Probably.
Here's the game.
Oh no.
You find some people for us to spy on.
They are.
and then you and I
We
will
learn
act
so
out
much
what
from
they're
this game.
saying
You never know when you're going to be with your crush.
I do that in my
And being
head
very
during,
self-conscious about how you
every
smell.
class. See? You're a natural. Let's give it a try.
Okay. Boo.
Boo.
What have we
There's quite a
got?
bit of space in this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
More
She's very-
characters do appear though, right? You don't get everyone
Yeah.
on the first look
She's really
through.
proud of what she says with the is it a picnic table?
Oh yeah.
She writes about it in the journal, if memory serves.
Oh, here we go.
Loving this
Loving
guy. What's he thinking right now?
Bees! Always
Bees.
bees!
Yeah, I think
Hope
bees.
bees don't mistake my shorts for begonia. I've been pollinated twice this week already.
Touching.
Down below.
Oh, yeah.
Bees guy. I'm assuming.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
grilled
grilled
ed.
What's
Like a
going
character
on
from
with
Moby
these
Dick.
two?
I mean,
Yeah.
And the Lord saideth, Thou shalt make a burnt offering of your firstborn son.
what a roller coaster.
Yeah. This one goes a little.
Fire started. Further.
So Cain and Abel.
Wow. That was
Yeah.
dark.
Mm-hmm.
Too dark. Perfect dark.
Nerd.
Sweet beanie. What do you suppose she's
That's
thinking?
the Wi-Fi password.
Sure. The view's great, but I prefer to look at pictures
Solid.
of nature on a computer. Ugh. The grass around here is so
Subtext.
not green. I cannot wait for the machines to take over.
I had a great time with that one.
Yeah.
Let's ruin the day.
Oh no. Oh god.
You have to look.
Oh, sorry.
Oh
Didn't mean to
god.
hog the viewfinder.
Screw you, Mr. Amber.
Jackpot.
Oh, Chloe.
But I
Men's
don't.
makeout session.
No, I'll not put you on the spot. I'm just like I'm skipping forward to the end of episode 2. I'm like, because she's like, that wasn't. He's like, that wasn't another woman. That was your mother. But it's like, but it's not your wife, is it?
There are things.
There are things. You're so descriptive, Zach.
I'm a writer.
More prostitute? What are you, prostitute?
Sometimes, I guess. That's actually a pretty funny joke. It's really good. Yeah, I
But who
agree.
gets paid?
I am really excited about
I'm so excited.
what we learned.
I'm so terrified, though.
That's what I'll say.
But so, is she essentially finding out she's
now
adopted?
For hours, and we haven't even gotten wasted yet. That's got to be.
I'm adopted.
some
I'm going to be judging you
school
extra hard in the next episode.
That's good. We deserve to be. That's where we're good. I think with the themes we deal with, we deserve to be.
No, it's good. I mean, like,
held accountable.
and you know, you've got a great track record, so I'm excited.
At a party. Be my guest.
How gracious.
You're nailing it.
Trying.
All right.
Also, Chloe's trying.
She's trying so hard right
Rachel's
now.
not being easy on her.
Oh my, yeah. Why does Rachel have to? See, this is she's such a brat when she doesn't get her way, and she's a bit unfair to Chloe here.
This was something that was hard for us to do, because we're really asking the player to take something in faith.
Yeah.
And we're having this character we just ask you to like, be shitty to you and tell you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I think you've gone far enough that you're like, please, Rachel, like us again. Like, she has power over us, like, a lot.
Fuck it. I just want to take
Even that, I think, is a great suggester of
What she's
darkness.
really like, yeah. Although I do like her little improvisation
Oh, God, it's great.
moment here. Oh shit, because we didn't come to these guys earlier. We don't know that they had that argument earlier.
Oh, crap.
You won't get that.
I like the little tobanga in the corner as well.
Holy shit.
Always watching.
Detail to that.
This?
Yeah.
It's going to read the placard while she's acting.
Yeah,
The raven is to be respected, never
The
trusted.
old line, though.
Ah.
There were
Oh,
ever
shit,
trying to
yeah.
skip the signs.
Oh, whoops, yeah.
This is it.
Okay.
Aoife.
Sorry, I was getting excited. Oh.
The Oscar for Best Distraction of Wine-Toting Picnickers goes to Rachel Amber.
Oh, yeah.
Let her play a supporting role and grab the wine fast.
Wait, have you never stolen wine from a picnic before? Come on.
I'm Irish, dude. Come on. This is every other weekend of my childhood.
You'd think they'd just stop having picnics eventually.
Oh, thank God. Please, this girl is in trouble. Go
No.
get help.
Walk away.
I need to get these two to focus on Rachel.
She wouldn't be too happy with you.
What are you waiting
Actually, I don't
for?
remember.
Go!
I already called 911. They should have an ambulance here any moment. In the meantime, they said to keep close watch on her.
Good.
Like,
Imagine if your personal avatar was a
really
picnic
focused.
basket.
I
Like,
know.
Yeah.
I'm going to check
That's
the
you
pulse.
distilled down into.
You're a wicker basket with some nice ham in it.
Yeah. Nice ham.
They've got nice,
Nice cheese.
They've got like a
They look
charcuterie
like, I mean,
board
with the
out.
wine, you know.
Yeah. It's a good pairing.
Look at all the time we
Yes.
I love this moment.
He looks so panicked about it.
Mouth resuscitation. Stat.
No.
Yep.
Yep.
Where she's leaning into it is just so great.
Amazing.
Okay.
Oh, bless
You can
him.
do this.
This is your time to shine. Impress your partner. Come on.
He's clearly useless.
Yeah, I wonder who knows how to administer mouth to Rachel.
Yes, please.
What did it?
Please press something.
Thou shalt help those who help thyself. You know
Good
who
call.
said that? Cod? Oh, word? But that's even better.
Damn it. She's right.
Come on, guy. You can do it.
You could just run.
Snaffle
Just
the wine.
run with the wine.
Snaffle the wine. Yeah, these yuppies aren't going to keep
Whoa.
chase, are they?
Whoa.
Oh, ah! Oh, I'm all better.
Wow. I'm all better.
Hey, wow,
You
yeah.
saved my life.
Don't act guilty, Chloe.
Thank you.
Act like you own it.
Good work, everyone.
As if they wouldn't see
Peace
that.
out.
She's not exactly subtle, although she's enamored now that
That was incredible.
I think we saved your
hero.
relationship, you know?
Yeah.
I guess I
I guess I am.
Yeah. Oh.
Goodness me. That's not a small step either.
No, indeed.
You earned this.
Yeah, go on.
Thanks.
You do deserve it.
Yeah. But.
Also, she'll be less drunk.
Yeah,
yeah.
fair. You're doing her
I could use a
favor.
drink after trying to keep up with you.
That's a sizable bottle of wine
I mean,
as well.
yeah, that head tilt says it all.
Oh dear.
Excessively
Yeesh.
sober. Right. Okay.
It's like, you know,
Feeling now.
Rachel, I think, is very acutely aware of how easily she can wrong foot Chloe, and it's difficult to watch her use it in a careless way, kind of like just to let out some of her frustration.
Well, because you want to believe the best in Rachel, don't you? But sometimes there's the suggestion that maybe your faith isn't always best placed.
Yeah.
I like the uncertainty that puts the player.
Yeah. Because you want to trust her, but, you know, she's good at acting. You know, she's good at lying.
So the thing I wanted to point out that I didn't get a chance to was
Yeah.
the totems on
Oh, yeah.
Overlook Tabanga are versions of the Tempest costume.
Oh, man.
Super tenuous, but they're
You get to see like
together.
you get to see the concept stuff done later.
Raven,
Yeah.
draconic creature. And
Her Raven costume is so cool as well. It's
Yeah.
awesome.
I can't wait to see cosplay.
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
And you know there will be some amazing stuff as well.
Amazing stuff. So we're about to. This is probably my favorite shot in the first episode.
There's some gorgeous shots here.
We have a cinematic artist named Nick who that shot.
That's beautiful. The way that moves.
And the mannequin. In the
Yeah.
background. He did a wonderful job.
And again, this means more because we know how significant the junkyard is. So even those little shots like that become, and even the fact that she calls it a pile of trash, like it just means so much more. Because that's where she ends up. It's so hard. I know. I try not
Since we left
to.
the park. What's her deal?
Oof.
What do you feel like Chloe would do?
I think we called her out last time.
Yeah. I do think that's
And I
what
think
Chloe
that's
would
what she'd
do.
do.
But then, see, she treats Rachel completely differently to everyone else, though.
Gentlest timeline.
Gentlest
Oh, that's not as
timeline.
fun.
Kindest timeline.
Okay.
But healthy. Okay.
It is healthier to
Healthy
call out.
relationship is still-
Yeah.
yeah.
But I mean, this isn't exactly a healthy relationship right now.
Quite.
And I'm sad to say that this is not going to go well.
No.
Yeah.
Oh, that was really cute though.
Chloe, I'd really.
I didn't say anything.
You are kind of hanging around and observing.
I
her,
know,
Yeah,
well.
looming is the word.
Okay.
Looming.
Okay.
Actually, no.
This was a really hard scene. to
I
write,
bet.
And a hard scene. I mean, even when we settled on the version we have, it's always left me uneasy because we're fundamentally putting you in a situation to keep winning.
Yeah.
But that's what we wanted to happen to Chloe.
Yeah.
It's heartbreaking as well, just because I think we got that impression. We feel like it went as well as we could have made it go, but it still wasn't anywhere near what we wanted it to be, clearly.
And like, this is scathing, but maybe
It's
a
kind of
little
true
accurate.
as well, yeah.
Oof.
And I think Kylie's performance in the scene was extraordinary.
Yeah. They both did fantastic
Yeah,
jobs.
yeah,
Like, really, they really, really did.
Especially when she's angry. I can work with that.
Oh.
Score.
It's good enough for Steve. It's good enough for Chloe. No nails in that, though.
Give her the bat. We tried to give her a show and it didn't work. I mean, I know it's not going to work either way.
Yeah.
But
Yeah, give her
give her the bat.
Here.
If you really want
Wasn't
to
there
smash
an original
something,
draft of this
there's
where
your
she
trick.
chased some squirrels around or something as well?
Where did that come from?
I saw it in the making of, or one of the making of videos you guys put out. There was a section of the script, and I paused it because
No
I'm a creep.
way.
I'm a
Wow.
total creep, and I saw it. I read the whole thing.
Yeah, we probably spent more time on this scene than any other scene in the episode.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, it has to get. You have to get it just right, don't
Well,
you?
we did more drafts of this, perhaps. The mill took a long time too,
Mm.
but I think
Yeah.
we changed this scene so many times.
Yeah.
until we settled on where we are.
She does, yeah.
Great. I mean,
But there was.
Yeah.
There was a version.
you can't leave. Watch.
Oh.
Rachel, wait. Don't go.
She's
Why
so
not?
sassy as well. Like, she's so defiant with her rehead turn and all.
Because I don't want to ruin this the way I ruin everything else in my life.
That's her at her most vulnerable, isn't it?
Yeah.
Like, she's proper laying it
What
out
is
there.
this exactly?
And then she's asking.
Something more!
So we showed the demo. We showed this.
It was Gamescom, wasn't it?
We did show it at Gamescom. I think we showed it at E3.
Mm.
On IGN, can I say that?
Oh, yeah,
I said
sure.
it.
Yeah.
And Lucy over on this was hosting. So we talked a little bit before about like, she's like, so how much are you kind of playing with the romantic angle? And I'm like, well, it's sort of up to the player. It's really designing choices, and the player can explore multiple different versions of that relationship. And then she gets to this, and she's just like, oh my god, it's okay. Like this is a gay.
This is proper, yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah. Which I love so much about it.
I didn't mean that spit take, by the way. I'm just gonna.
To make you say it? Say what? Exactly.
Come on, Rachel. You know.
Like a friendship.
I know. That's really putting yourself out there, though.
Yeah, especially in one day.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Afternoon.
And at a tense moment like that as well.
But she's desperate.
She is. She doesn't want her to walk away. Yeah.
The cards she has.
When I almost ruined it just now, the way I ruin everything, it made me realize.
Oh God.
Damn right it is.
Hard thing for her to say.
Yeah.
That's brave. I mean, that takes serious guts.
Come on, say something. Chloe, I'm sorry. I'm really.
Based on the choices you made up to this point, she'll be responding very differently.
Really?
Yeah.
Could she be more harsh there, or
She's saying that she wants to.
she has feelings?
If you, there are many times where you can communicate interest or something.
Yeah.
Like that, and if you're not flirty at all, she'll be like, what? I didn't realize that's how you feel.
Right.
Oh.
But it's how it is.
No.
Goodbye.
No. Get your ass back here.
Just go home and play episode 2.
Oh.
That's the
Yeah, I know. That made me feel much better.
I just love that shot.
So pretty.
Avoid the empty space.
Yeah.
This shift, the music here, the sound.
Oh, it's so good.
This is where I cried the first time.
Oh yeah. Oh no. But she's just so filled with rage. Just so unfair. And I like how the different items that you can smash correspond to different problems that she's having, like the toolbox. Like she speaks to David and she speaks to. Yeah, that's amazing. Like, fuck you, beer bottle. Not collecting you.
Yeah, man.
Couldn't.
Yeah, no, fair.
She's beautiful and she can't. Yeah.
You know she's fake. You can't take your eyes off her. Who else do I know who fits that description?
Fuck it.
Fuck off, Rachel.
Fuck you, David.
You want to rip a family apart from this?
That's so good.
It's John's in a room.
Yeah.
Writing amazing things.
When you kind of write scenes like this, are you doing it all in like a room together, or are you do you kind of like pass stuff back and forth?
At a higher level, not writing the scene itself, but concepting what the scene can be. We do it as a group, so everyone has visibility on the scenes. But then when the writers sit down to write, they meet with me, and I kind of like talk them through what the first draft might look like. And they have a ton of input into that.
Yeah.
And then they iterate with me over time. But when we do reviews of scenes, we do that collectively so that everybody's getting visibility in.
That must be so satisfying to see through as well.
Yeah.
Took a million pictures of us, and not one of them showed that you were gonna leave behind hidden you bums. Fuck cameras.
And then we find that camera.
Yeah.
You guys noticed that this was the truck.
Is that her truck?
That's her truck.
Didn't notice that at all. It is. Oh. That timing is just so perfect.
Dad.
So this read to you when you saw it for the first time, you recognized what it was, you understood.
It did, but you know, one of our colleagues pointed something out, which I think is equally as good. It doesn't even need to be his actual car. It could be any car, but you know immediately what she's thinking, and you make that that connection immediately. And like, it could just be a junk car, but in that moment for her,
it's what?
It's exactly, yeah.
That's interesting. I like that. One of my favorite pieces of fan art I've seen is a really beautiful drawing of her curled up sitting in the cavity.
I think I've seen that, yeah. Because it's almost like when we played episode 2 then, we couldn't even bear to look at it, like.
And I really, oh man, I just love that we had this motif of Smash outside of this moment. And such a gentle this transition here, and then the exact same verb appears.
She's so broken, like just so gentle. Oh God.
And we're making you.
And you do wait for a second as well, you're like, ugh. Oh.
Such an interesting juxtaposition of how fragile she is
Mhm.
and angry. Nice.
And that music just really hammers it home.
God damn it.
It's got you. Oh.
This is my favorite shot.
It's so good. When she was on the ground as well.
It's gonna slow track backward.
Because it's such a peaceful scene otherwise, isn't it? Like the turmoil is fully on her.
Yeah, to me that speaks to how she can't do anything. It's hurting her. And the alienation. The rest of the world's gorgeous.
Yeah, everything else is fine.
inside,
Everything is like, yeah, and she can't find a moment's peace because it's not.
Inside it's,
yeah.
Heavy.
Yeah.
Let's lighten it up.
Yeah.
A little bit.
This is the thing I did not see coming. Thanks.
That one
Ah,
shot.
that's
I don't know if you
creepy,
saw it,
yeah.
Not only does a raven pop in, he switches out. We switch out David Madsen for a second.
Really? Oh, I didn't see that. Ooh.
There he is.
Whoa.
Oh, I never even noticed that.
Saw that.
That's hard.
Horrible mustache.
Yeah.
Prologue and shit.
Kiddo, look on the bright side, would ya?
What bright side?
You made a new friend today.
That's the tree, yeah.
Of course.
Every time I see this, I'm just so impressed with it's my studio, but it's the whole production team at Deadline.
Yeah.
We poured ourselves into this particular episode.
Gotta say, that was some fun.
I like the fact that the car is kind of like, I mean, it's a very beautiful and very sort of almost tranquil space, but it's communicating some really difficult issues within her as well.
Yeah, and there's a tranquility that's only a prologue to pain. It's like what she wants it to be, but then that always becomes arrested by the spoilers.
Yeah.
Sometimes people need you, though.
And this is one of the larger themes we really want to play with is how much it's her eyes.
So creepy.
It's her eyes. That's what
Yeah.
it is. It's the theme of her eyes. But it's what it's like when someone needs you.
Yeah.
And how that can pull you out of your own.
Well, this is it, because Chloe is, I mean, from what we understand of her in season 1, she comes across as quite a selfish person. But she's actually not. She's very selfless in a lot of ways when she's given the opportunity to be selfless.
Rachel!
And pain makes you selfish.
Mm-hmm.
It's hard to think about other people
When you're, yeah.
our senses are firing. I think Webb did a really nice job with this, just really letting Chloe take her time.
It's just after that gut punch of a moment as well. It's giving the player time to sort of like digest it.
Right. Cue Raven.
Yeah. Exit stage right. I like that she didn't leave either.
Yeah.
That Rachel didn't leave?
You came. I'm glad.
We're not really telling you a lot about what these mean.
No.
Sometimes we're like,
Me too.
Yeah.
It's a bit more reconciliation.
It's less interrogative.
Let the day end with whatever this afternoon was.
Chloe, I want to talk to you about something, but I don't know how to
I love the vulnerability in that.
Reassure.
You don't have to tell me anything.
I also just really like that sentiment.
I remember that guy that we saw under this tree with that woman.
The ones who were making out?
The ones who are totally about to bang?
That's not the most sensitive thing you could have said.
Yeah.
But she doesn't know, to be fair.
Like they've been kissing each other for a long time.
Yeah, his hands were all up in that. Like,
The worst part is, I'm not surprised. I felt like my dad's been lying.
Tell you what will make you feel better, Rachel.
No, it's not the
if you
time.
just start a little fire, just a little one. Oh, well, that's
that too.
No, you know that would be terrible making a move under that tree.
It's the marriage tree. What?
Yeah. Sight of your dad's infidelity, huh?
I'm sorry, or say nothing.
You know how to cancel out a bad makeup.
Yeah, right?
Reclaim the space.
I hear that you're in pain, but here's an idea.
What if instead?
Just stick with me on this. Just trust me.
See his fucking face again.
So angry. See, she has anger in her
She
as
has
well.
such a good range.
Yeah.
Kylie in her performance and the model, the character model,
Yeah.
and the animators too. Really.
For months, I felt...
Oh, this I really love too.
Yeah.
Just talking about how broken we feel.
Half the time I thought of him, I wanted to scream.
That's also one of the worst parts
the
to
other
me about
half,
grieving someone, whether it's someone you've broken up with or someone you've lost because they've died. It's forgetting and then remembering.
Yeah.
Kind of like how maybe the player remembers.
Like a mini shock every time.
Yeah.
I've carried this photo around with me for years. It's from Mount Hood. My dad took me hiking there when I was 10 and it started raining.
I fell and broke my arm.
Talking about broken arms.
I remember screaming.
Get
that I was
another
gonna
one.
Die, but my dad.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Which doesn't have to happen, right?
Nope. I mean,
yeah.
I still remember the smell of
something
his coat.
is gonna get broken.
Yeah.
How calm he was. And the sound of his voice and.
I felt so bad.
I felt sick. Like that whole thing was.
You guys
We
gave the money to
we gave the money to David.
We really screw you there.
It was
what you do.
It was one of like the toughest decisions, I think, because there was just no right answer, and I felt for everyone in the scenario so much that it was like, what do I do? This is too much responsibility.
I think we played it safe. But making that unilateral decision, like for them, and just
because which they say, it's like this isn't your deal.
Yeah, exactly.
Like,
The queen of shitty.
Oof.
No, I mean it. Whatever's going on between us, it's
Agreed.
intense.
I like where this is going.
And
Yeah.
awesome.
I mean,
Carry on. Yep.
Go on.
I feel it too. And I treated you like shit.
Courage.
Yeah.
I don't know if I can call it that.
Fair.
She knows herself. She knows herself
Bit of
very
both.
well.
Bit of both. A little from column A.
Maybe a slight buzz from
That
that
ticks.
wine.
Yeah.
I just want you to know.
No.
I'm lucky.
It's true.
It is. She is badass.
Yes.
I feel like that's what she needs to hear too, because she wants to be a badass. I think that's kind of how she wants to see herself.
I like how she acts like a badass in the wrong ways,
Yeah.
and then stumbles upon being a badass in really
And
great
she
ways
doesn't
for
even
Rachel,
realize, yeah.
Followed you upstairs.
and others.
And Rachel sees that, like, this is something that we haven't even thought about since it happened. And the fact that Rachel remembers it,
See? You're the real thing.
that's really touching.
I don't know anyone like you. Plus, you came along with me, no questions asked.
Yep.
Yep.
Well,
Just kiss.
I don't really.
Just kiss.
God.
I guess tomorrow they'll be
Eh.
Eh.
My
Less
mom
talking,
might skip
Rachel.
around.
Yeah, a little more with the lip service.
And my dad.
Or not.
Or not,
As-
whatever. I
as
mean,
the
you know,
player.
it's fine.
But yeah, you should kiss her.
Fuck your dad.
Fuck
Yeah, we're angry together.
What's stopping us?
Lots of logistics, but I like the sentiment.
I'm terrified. Knowing it's gonna happen. They're gonna try, and then we know it's not gonna work.
I told you to pack your bags.
I'm serious.
I am
Let's do it,
You're
Chloe.
gonna-
heavy
you're
with
gonna-
the weight of things unsaid right now.
Okay.
Don't make Johnny cry again.
Nah, doesn't take much.
Yeah, I don't, there's no promises. The animators do such a good job with the eyes.
They really do.
It's
Look at how
impresses me every
much it
time.
carries these scenes. You don't
Yeah.
even need them to say anything.
And eyes in video games they strike me as hard to
Tricky,
get right.
very tricky. They're often systemically controlled, and it's hard to get nuance out of systems.
Yeah.
I love the music in the scene too.
Yeah.
It's really well chosen.
The way it builds as well. So dangerous.
You got fire safety, Rachel.
Yeah. Only you can prevent forest fires.
So I appreciate this is probably something you can't actually talk about, but this scene for us, like we long theorised over whether or not Rachel might have supernatural powers of her own, and it's this. It's the wind that comes flying in behind her, which is like, does she, doesn't she? Is she literally an elemental? It's very
Or is it
interesting.
just serendipitous? Like it's just that's pathetic fallacy, I guess.
Happens
or-
again, I think.
She does, yeah.
We do a
Damage
twist.
on fire.
And it burns pretty quickly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, we really went for it with that.
We were second guessing ourselves because you see those wisps a lot kind of in the ambient background stuff.
But we never feature it within a cinematic.
True.
We never like
True.
focus on it like that. So it's. So what does that mean?
Yeah, that is really on fire, mates. You might want to book it. Just saying.
It's time to go.
Yeah.
Chloe's like, that's almost as hot as we are. Let's get out of here. It's like, what?
I should have signed that petition.
My loins.
What's going on over there? Matches. What's going on over here?
I can't believe you put David Merrick in plain sight. At the very start. I
That's
love
important.
it.
Do you think you'll ever get a neck tattoo, Johnny?
No.
Good man. I mean, unless you want to, and then.
No. My neck and my face, no. The rest, fair game, I think. Although I think my parents would kill me if I got hand tattoos. I really want them though.
Our UI artist who created the loading animation.
Yeah.
He got his on his hand.
That's
on
awesome.
the outside of his hand.
Show. That's so
It's
cool.
so cool.
It's so cool.
It's going to be really, really tiny on a really tiny screen.
Blow it up. Aww. I mean, no.
But yeah.
Aw, Drew.
That's definitely it.
He does care.
MVPs right there.
Yeah.
Oof.
Yeah. Shit's on fire.
That's an awesome shot.
Yeah. Yeah, it proper looms. Like, never realized how mountainous Arcadia Bay is until shit's on fire, yo. Good.
What's this about?
This is where we get a little show-offy. Like, I mean, in an amazing way. I think it's really pretty, but like fire in his eyes.
Yeah. I love these moments where it just shows what everyone's up to.
She does look like Rachel as
she
well.
does an awful lot. She seems delighted
I
that
know.
Arcadia Bay is really on fire.
What's that about?
What is that about? I'm so glad you came and played it with us.
Thank you, guys.
I'm more
This has
full of
been
questions than before.
so
but
fun.
Tell us all the secrets.
As soon as we'll turn the camera off, we'll talk all about all things.
Alright, fair enough.
Oh, that was tremendous.
Thank you, guys.
Sorry we skipped the credits. We do appreciate your work.
Yeah,
we just really wanted to see this.
No one looks at video games. It doesn't. It's we're all in it together.
We
It's,
are. Oh man, that was so good. Yeah. We can't wait to episode 3.
Thanks, dudes.
Bye!